Hello. Hello. It is Lemming tea. Lemming tea. Yes, it is. Looks like Lemmings, tastes like Lemmings. Certainly tastes like Lemmings today. Sherlock, I saw your email about the Game Gear. I'm gonna have to wait a minute because you might be. Actually, this stream isn't monetized, but YouTube might be showing an advert right now when I'm talking. And I'm playing the Blood Money tune. Yeah, I saw your Game Gear. You fixed it. You totes fixed it. I was quite impressed. That is good, yeah. Good work. Was it hard to solder the screen back on then? Like, 'cause there's like 5,000 pins to solder, isn't there? Or is that just dead easy? Maybe it's just dead easy. Because I didn't have to do that when I did the mod. I took it off, but I didn't have to put it back. Game Gear modding. But yeah, it's good. I'm really glad the screen's had a second life. It's got a second life. So how do you do it? Do you just like how do you get that ribbon on? Do you like just put it down and then just poke the soldering iron on, or what? It's like, how does it work? But yeah, I'm really glad it's had a second life, because that Game Gear screen would have just sat in a box. Like, I took it out, it would have just sat in a box forever, and then one day probably been damaged or lost. So it's good that it's actually immediately got a second life in resurrecting a broken Game Gear. That's really good. Is this... Oh, I was thinking this tune had started again. But yeah, for anyone watching, Sherlock he has replaced the screen in a Game Gear with an original screen, because he had a broken screen. He's replaced it with a donor. Replaced it with a donor screen, which is pretty good. Line up pin 1, then follow on trying to keep it straight. Right. Retro GB, evening all. Evening. Alright, so not too bad. I don't know how they would have done it in the... How do you think they did it in the factory when they made them in the factory? Do they like... I think maybe they have... tell you what, today the microphone is right in the way, isn't it? Let's try and move it out of the way. They've got like a... I think they have like a... Do they have like a hot bar that goes down that just like... that just like solders the whole thing at once or something? So you put the thing on and just hot bar solder it on. I'm not sure if that's how they do it. How is the Disney Castle? It's going great. We haven't finished it yet. We've started book 3. There's 3 books. Book 3 is the biggest, and we've got like a bit of the way into book 3 now. Nice t-shirt, Dave. Love the skulls. Yep, my mum made this. She made this with her own bare hands. And this fabric is... I think this is from Manchester we got this fabric from. See, it's a really nice fabric, I love it. It's like Day of the Dead fabric. So yeah. This is a slightly different design t-shirt to the other ones. It's got the shoulders go all the way up there, so you can see the pattern a bit better on the live stream. That's quite good. And in fact, this is the second one. We made 2. I modified the neck a bit because the neck was too big. But I've got a skinny neck. I think that's... The t-shirt was big and I've got a skinny neck, so it doubled the problem. So yeah, this is a handmade shirt from my mum. Oh, it's cannon fodder. Flashback. Flashback to cannon fodder. But yeah, I like these Day of the Dead patterns. They're very good. You can wear them all year round. It's great. Christmas, New Year's, bar mitzvahs, anything you want. I do miss cannon fodder. Now it's done. I miss Cannon Fodder streams. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? I was going to say we needed a Cannon Fodder 2, but we got one. And then we needed a Cannon Fodder 3, but I think there was one of those too. Cannon Fodder 3 was from like 2010 or something, was it? It's all in 3D. I think so. Pretty much back to original now, but with better lighting and power consumption better. Really? So just replacing that screen has improved the power consumption? Really? That's odd. I would have thought it would be exactly the same. But I don't know. Oh, sorry, no, because you've put a... That's right, you've put a LED mod in it. Not an LED mod. Yeah, it is an LED mod, isn't it? You put an LED backlight mod in. That's right. I wonder how the power consumption... I wonder how the power consumption compares to the Retro 6 screen. I imagine it's better, is it? What did I measure it at? It's on the short, and I can't remember now. 100 and... What was it? Was it 100 and... It was 300 milliamps for the normal Game Gear. What did I get? Was it 170 milliamps or something? Something like that. I imagine that the backlight mod's better, maybe? Maybe a little bit better? Or maybe it's the same. I don't know. It's a good one. But yeah, I think I've got a backlight mod that I bought ages ago when I thought I'll do a backlight mod. But then I saw all the stuff you had to do. You had to cut up the thing and everything, and I thought, oh no, this is insane. So I never did it. And in the end, I thought, well, if I'm going to go to that length, I might as well replace the whole screen, which I'm not upset about replacing that screen. It's great, the new screen. Haven't had much chance to play it this week though, but it looks great. But yeah, the batteries just don't last in those things, do they? Lemmy? You mean Lemmings? Lemmings. We're just listening to some mods before Lemmings. I can't... Do you know what? It's been 2 weeks since Lemmings, and I can't remember what that... I know we took a look at the level that I'm about to start, and I can't remember anything about it. As soon as I see it, I'll remember it, but right now I'm like, I don't know what's going to happen. I know we're near the end of the game, but I doubt we're going to finish it tonight. I bet the last levels are insane. Yeah, seen someone cut the tube and put an LED on each side. Was it that? No, they didn't. It wasn't that they cut the tube. They took the tube out, but they had to cut the diffuser up. And I was just like, this is crazy. So I do have that mod somewhere. But I'm probably never going to use it. I think I'd rather just replace the screen, to be honest. If you're going to go to all that trouble, you might as well replace the screen. I mean, it's expensive to replace the screen, but I think it's... Now I've seen it, I'm like, this is totally worth it. It's like all this, like... you know, it's like this OSSC thing. I was pointing over there where the box is, but it's not there anymore. It's like the OSSC with the Amiga and stuff, like having this, like, analog to digital converter and everything that's just, like, really good. It's like back in the day, you would have loved something like that, but nowadays it's harder to look at this really fuzzy video and stuff when you know there's something so much better. But right now, the Amiga here looks really good, but with the Game Gear, it's like the screen does look a bit like it just makes me think, oh, I wish it wasn't blurry, I wish it wasn't washed out, but now it's not. I once replaced the glass of a Game Boy. The biggest issue I had was dust on the inside of the screen. Yeah, there's dust on the inside of my Game Gear screen, which was because I had to file that thing off. Like I wish I'd have taped over the screen when I did it, because it just got dirt in there that never came out. One of my hairs is in there. Definitely new screen is the best night and day. I've got a couple of Game Boys to fix actually. They could be a next video. It's not turning into the handheld channel, incidentally. In fact, it was never really an Amiga channel, this. It's always just been a do stuff channel. And turns out I've now got a couple of Game Boys to fix. Donated by Lockmarn Goat. Well, they're not donated. I'm just going to be fixing them. They're not mine to keep. If I can fix them, they might just end up making them worse. But they both don't power up and they've got battery leakage. So have to see how destroyed they are inside. Might start those tomorrow. Hopefully I can get at least one working. But yeah, this could end up being like the handheld retro channel. But the Game Boy, I remember everyone had a Game Boy back when the Game Gear was out and stuff like that. It was just... a friend of mine had like everyone was playing the Game Boy because it was like people could actually take it out and play it, whereas a friend of mine had the Atari Lynx, and I think the Atari Lynx was always plugged into a wall because the battery usage was so high. Jakupa, I can disassemble an iPhone 4. Is that a good skill to have? Is an iPhone 4 ancient? Can you put it back together? That's the question. I suppose disassembling an iPhone 4 is a lot harder than disassembling a lot of this retro stuff that we're using because they didn't put screws in the iPhone. Screws ruin the look. Oh no, Hippo Player's not up to date. Doesn't matter. We'll just skip it. Hey, it's Ghouls and Ghosts. So after you've disassembled it, what do you do? Just look at it and go, I don't know what to do now. iPhone 4, yeah, that's really... Is that like 2005 or something like that? This is a good tune, this one. Shame about the game. It's a pile of components now. Well. Yeah, it's funny because sometimes it's the disassembly of stuff that's the hard part when you're repairing it, and sometimes it's the reassembly that's the hard part, and sometimes it's both. But as things have got more modern, like especially with the iPhone, and things like the, you know, all the Apple products, they make them all horrible to disassemble. I think it was one of the things I really liked about the PC, to be honest. Like, whenever you got a PC, it's just like, here's the 2 screws that come off the side. Just put stuff in it, just take stuff out, and it's reasonably accessible. And I really like that. I think that was good. I mean, and yes, the PCs were always uglier than Apple products, but at least you could open them up and put stuff in them, which was a good thing. The Amiga was like, the big box Amigas, not that I've ever seen one, but whenever I see people taking them apart on stream, like Chris Edwards, it's always like, oh no, you've got all these thousands of bits you have to take out before you can really get to stuff. So they were, I don't know if maybe at the time PCs were the same, but they weren't as well designed as the PCs got. Sherlock got the 2 Game Gears working now. One with a new screen like yours, and the others with your screen and an LED mod. Very happy. Thanks again for the screen. Yeah, that's good. It's like keeping one original. I've got one that's like completely original. So, but again, I don't play it. It's like I'm going to play the other one. But it's totally original and it's in pristine condition. So unless it really breaks, which it probably will. Oh, it's been recapped though, because the caps in the Game Gear have to classify as the worst caps in any retro computer. I know we talk about the Amigas being bad, and like the 1200 and the 600, and is it the 4000 as well? But the Game Gear's got the worst. That's got the caps that they're always broken. I think it's because they manufactured these little teeny tiny caps to fit in there, and then they glued them down, and they just weren't very good at all. But even the ones in the power supply that are just like normal electrolytic caps, they just all leak as well. It's crazy. Back in the day, I didn't have a Game Boy. I just bought a couple years ago because I wanted to see what I missed. The LCD display is awful. It is. Yeah, I suppose so. It is. But at the time, it was impressive that you could have a handheld game and take it out, and some of the games were actually fun. So yeah, I remember it's very blurry, like the Game Gear is, but the black and white probably helps a bit with that. But you know, yeah, it like had a really long battery life, which was quite good. You can actually go out and play it, unlike the Game Gear, where your batteries would be gone in 3 hours or less. I think did the Game Boy was it 60 hours on the Game Boy or something? I can't remember now. I think it was quite a lot. I think and it only took 4 batteries instead of 6, so it was cheaper to run. Because if you're a kid and that, you've just got you've got your Game Boy and you've got a couple of games, like you can't afford to keep going out and buying like 6 batteries every 3 hours. It's just, you would never get anywhere, would you? So the Game Boy, you could actually do it. You could actually play stuff. Well, that's my opinion anyway. That is my opinion. But I think it was a good little console. But if I get them working, I'll be able to have a look at the screen again and go, oh no, MOS 6502 was right. These screens are terrible. Come on, Ghouls and Ghosts, you finished. Oh, it's Gods. Is that right? This is just all the old mods because I've got didn't download any mods today. I didn't have time, but then I went on Mod Archive and it was responding really slowly, so I thought I'll leave it. You know, it's like taking 5 seconds to open every page. Rubbish. Absolute rubbish. Wonder how far I'm going to get in Lemmings today. Wonder if I'll manage to do a level. That's what I say every time. Will I get a level done? Will I get all the levels done? There's a possibility. We're near the end of the game. Near the end. Yeah, I didn't have a Game Boy back in the day though either, to be honest. I didn't have it. I think our family had the Game Gear. I didn't really play on it. I mean, I played on it a bit, and I remember it, but we only had a couple of games, so you could get bored of those. Like, when you've only got 2 games to play for a whole year, it's like, well, one of them was Columns. It might have been one game. It was probably Mickey Mouse and Columns. That was probably it. There's only so much of those you can play before you're like, okay, I've had enough now. But Tetris, you could play that forever, couldn't you? And I think, did the Game Boy come with Tetris? Because everybody had Tetris. Everybody had it. Feels like it came with it. I don't know. It shouldn't have done it. It was a Nintendo game, wasn't it? Nintendo product, so I doubt it. I didn't have a Game Boy either. I mean, somebody must have had the Game Boy. Wasn't it like the most popular games console of all time for quite some years? Like 100 million of them were sold or something? Which at the time was unheard of, that you could sell 100 million of a games console. I wonder if they did a lot of Game Gears as well, because they were pretty cheap. They were like £100. They might have done a lot of Game Gears as well. I don't know. But I don't think the games were that great on the Game Gear. I think that's its flaw. It's not got a lot of good games. It's got some like bad games and some poor conversions as far as I can tell. I have been watching, but I'm playing Elden Ring tonight. Oh dear. What, you mean you're going to play Elden Ring instead of watching a 30-year-old video game? Come on. Why would anybody want to play Elden Ring? I've not played Elden Ring, by the way. I don't know. Apparently Elden Ring's very good, though, is it? Very, very good. I'm doing both. 2 monitors. You're not. You're just playing Elden Ring. You know it. Nowadays, you can't even like watch a live stream during the loading screens of games because the loading screens are so just non-existent a lot of the time, or very short. Are the Game Boys working? I don't know. I haven't had a chance to take them out of the box yet. I think we're going to start on them tomorrow. We'll find out. We'll find out. They've got some weird screws in. Hopefully the iFixit toolkit's got the screwdriver for them. Yeah, this is not an advert, but this iFixit toolkit was the best purchase ever because it's got the stupid thing you need for the Game Gear, and the Game Gear cartridges have got their own stupid thing on the back, which is also on the Game Boy cartridges by the looks of it. And the Game Boy appears to have something really odd. I'm going to hope it's in here somewhere. It looks like I don't know what it is. Maybe they don't have it. Oh, no, they do. I think it's one of these. It's like a 3-pronged Phillips screwdriver instead of 4. Yeah, so it's in there. Yeah, you go. That was a great purchase. I know loads of people are sponsored by iFixit, but I'm not. I just bought this. Because I think originally I did buy like a special screwdriver just to get the Game Gear open, which cost nearly as much as that kit, which has got the screwdriver that you need in it, and then there's another one to get the back of the Game Gear off. So if you've got any old stuff that needs taking apart, that kit's quite good. That screwdriver kit, I think it was like £30, but it's got like 50 different weird screwdriver bits in it. It's so Elden Ring, it's good, but I haven't got good. Oh no, never mind. Although I managed to finish Dark Souls without ever getting good. Well, there you go. I've never played Dark Souls actually as well. It's a game I've missed out on. I have Nintendo specific screwdrivers, really. I think those, whatever they are, they're going to be in that kit. So it's got the whole shebang. Yeah, you got to get good. Get good or get out. You got to get good. I'd like to play, to be honest, I'd like to play some more modern games on stream other than just Amiga games. I'd like to play Assassin's Creed 2 and I'd like to play Dead Space. And they're not modern anymore, but they've both been remastered, which is quite good. If I played Assassin's Creed 2 though, everyone would hate that because it's 3 games. It'd go on for ages, but I do want to play that again. Relive the Assassin's Creed 2. And I want to play Dead Space again as well, because it's just so good. Just so good. I think I've mentioned those. I think I've mentioned Dead Space on here before. But they wouldn't have it happen on the Amiga. What console do you have? I've got currently an Xbox Series X. But I don't think I've played anything specifically on that requires the Series X. And to make it worse, I've still got a 1080p television. So kind of having a Series X is a bit pointless. Because you plug it in and really you can't play any of the games at 4K and they don't really do anything much better. So it's kind of a waste really, but that's what I've got. I've kept my 1080p television because it's got SCART on it and it's got an Amiga 600. It's like, it's got an Amiga 600 next to it and an Xbox Series X. It's really weird. But I probably don't need the SCART anyway. I can use the OSSC. The SCART's not as good as that thing anyway. Dark Souls is great. There you go. Official. Dark Souls is great. You hear a lot of things about it. Hippo player can't play that one. It's missing it. Oh, it's Mario. What does this say? Super Mario World converted by whatever for ATM's Colors Game Boy install or what? It's very loud, this mod. Into the Wonderful, exactly. There you go, you can see the big bars. This is definitely not the Game Boy version, is it? The Game Boy version's not going to sound as good as that. That's the SNES version, isn't it? And then good old-fashioned space debris. Let's put Xenon 2 on. The Xenon 2 always gets the copyright, not copyright strike, but always gets the... It's like, this is a Bomb the Bass tune, we know. It was. I've got Series X and about 10 360s. Oh dear. You don't need it. You don't really need a 360 anymore because the Xbox can play almost all the games. So it's kind of like, it's kind of pointless, I think. You can even stick your disc in and it'll read the disc and let you play it. It's quite impressive. But then you could do that with the old console, I suppose. Greg Dukin says, it's Mario World. It is. It was Mario World. Super Mario World is tougher than Dark Souls. I think it probably could be. Wobbler JW says, is this a stock A600? Well, it depends. I'll tell you what's in it, and then you can define whether you say it's stock. It's an Amiga 600, which used to belong to me. This did in the 90s. I'd say used to belong to somebody else. It didn't. This was my Amiga 600. It's got the floppy drive was replaced with a modified PC floppy drive because the floppy drive broke. It's got an Amiga kit 1 meg expansion in because the 1 meg expansion was toast. And it's got an SD card hard disk in it, or hard drive, whatever you call it. An SD card drive. Because I don't like the old hard disks anymore. Although I do miss the noise, the whirring up, but yeah, they're slow and noisy and break a lot. So I've got that instead. So would you say that's stock? It's also got a Daytel MIDI Master A500 MIDI interface plugged into it. So I consider it stock, but it's not quite stock. RGH install all games onto hard disk. What's RGH? What? I don't know what RGH is. The Xenon 2 soundtrack was one of the first tunes I heard on the Amiga. Do you know what? I'm not I don't know if it was for me as well, but I definitely remember one of the first ones I was like was quite memorable because when I heard it I was like, OMG, this is amazing. Like, I just couldn't believe how good the music was coming from this. That and Blood Money as well, which is also on here. And I don't know how similar this is to the actual Bomb the Bass tune. It might be quite similar. Because, I mean, the Bomb the Bass tune is just put together with samples, so. And it's 365 kilobytes. That's quite impressive. I got a 1200 myself, which hasn't been used for 20 years. Thinking of bringing it out of storage and firing it up. Okay. Well, that's interesting. I think you'll probably need a recap. I mean, it'll probably work, and I'll say probably. But the thing that fails is the floppy drives don't like sitting around for 20 years. That's one thing. So they probably, it might work. Some of them do work after 20 years. But the capacitors in the Amiga 600 and the 1200 they just leak, unfortunately. So after 20 years, they've probably leaked. But that doesn't mean it won't boot up. There is one cap in there that does the reset circuit, and if that's gone, it won't boot. But if it doesn't boot, don't assume that it's completely busted, because it probably just needs a recap. But it'll probably boot, and you might get like distorted video or distorted sound, and that's the capacitors, and that can all just be fixed. But it definitely, I would say Amiga 600s, 1200s, probably you just should recap them without question, really, because they're, even if they're working. I'm going to skip the guitar, not that one. Oh, we've got the creatures. This one's not as good, the Amiga version of the creatures tune. Reset glitch hack for the 360. I don't know what that is. The Great Hadouken says, you know what the first Amiga tune I ever heard was? It was the music from the game Mousetrap, which was a chiptune cover of some 70s prog rock thing. I forget the name of it. Oh well, I didn't know that. So, and Wobbly, you're saying I did think recap. You mean you think you needed one? Or you... Chiptune. Yeah. It's funny the Amiga doing chiptunes, because you get like, it's not really a chiptune computer. I mean, it's got a chip that does samples, but that's really what it does. So if you want like a chiptune, you have to kind of like emulate it. I mean, there's some SID things on here that will do it. But if you want a chiptune, it's the Commodore 64 all the way for me. But there were a few games, I think, that did chiptune style things, yeah. Play backup games, installed a hard disk and run without CD. OMG. That's basically what the Series X does now anyway, isn't it? The Series X just... I mean, it reads the CD. Like I did it with Dead Space 2. You put the CD in, it reads it, and then it just downloads the new version, which has been upgraded to work on the Series X or the Xbox One or whatever. So it doesn't actually read the CD when it's doing it. But you do have to have it, or at least have bought it. I suspect it came straight from the Atari ST version, this chiptune thing. Probably, because the ST... Yeah, maybe. Could have done. I'm sure there was a game that had like a really chiptune thing. Done by... Oh, I can't remember. Maybe David Whittaker did it. The guy who did Xenon 2. If the ST did chiptunes, a chiptune it was. I suppose the ST... I don't really know how the sound worked on the ST. I think you had to do some kind of chiptune thing, did you? Did you have to just feed it sine waves? I don't know how it worked. Or did it work like the Amiga, but you had to feed it by the CPU all the time? Like it didn't have DMA. I don't know. I know it was always rubbish, though. It was always... The sound was always disappointing on the ST, and that was always the thing. Disappointing sound. Let's skip. I'm going to skip the rest of Creatures. Does sound good though. Got Flimbo's Quest. Now that's a chiptune. Is it? It's done with samples, but it's based on the Commodore 64 tune, I think, which is a chiptune. So it's from C64 version. It says there, yeah. So weak, wasn't it? Yeah, it was in the sound department. It's a bit of a shame they skimped. I mean, it was a cheaper computer, so they skimped on a few things, like putting in DMA for the sound, but that really ruined the sound in all the games. I think the sound's a big part of a lot of games for me, so that's why the Commodore 64 was so good. It's why the Amiga was so good, really, because they had really good sound. Well, probably the best in class for 8-bit and 16-bit, maybe for their day. You know, that's probably the Mega Drive you could say did better and stuff like that, and a few others afterwards, but they came later, so. What do you use your PCM CIA port for in the 600? Just storage? I use it for sneaker-netting stuff over to the Amiga, like these mods and stuff. All these mods that I'm playing here got here by the PCM CIA. Which again, back in the day, never used the PCM CIA on the 600 or 1200. Never found a use for it. There just weren't any cards, so there was nothing you could put in there, as far as I knew. But it's got more use in modern times than it had back then. Another Saturday, another stream. Yes, it is. It's another Saturday, it's another stream, and it'll be more Lemmings. Great Hadouken, I agree. The audio is more important to me than the graphics. Rainbow Arts made me that way. Yeah, I think so. I think if you had a game like you know, that came with some decent music, and you might just boot it up and play it just for the music or whatever. But I suppose generally, did the games with the better sound have the better music? I think. I don't know. Alice Jones PCM CIA slot would be great for an RTG graphics card. It would have been great for anything back in the day if anything had existed, which it didn't. They put the PCM CIA in before the specification for it was finished. And I think when it came out, it was a bit of a mistake in the end if you think about it, because what they'd done is they'd swapped out, the Amiga 500 had its side expansion slot, which was specific to the 500, or specific to the Amiga, I should say. And there were loads of peripherals then that supported that. But then they brought this out and swapped it out for PCM CIA, which was going to be more like forward-looking, because there was going to be more cards from more manufacturers, hopefully. But the problem is that they ditched all the compatibility with all the old stuff. So that was a big problem. Like anybody who had a hard disk or something like that, an Amiga 500 hard disk, couldn't use it. This one's super loud in me ears. Is it super loud in your ears? This has got to be chip tuning, hasn't it? Because it's 10 kilobytes, 11 kilobytes or whatever. So yeah, PCM CIA probably was a mistake in hindsight. They probably should have made something that was compatible with the expansion bus from the original Amiga, but how are you going to fit it on something this small? And even the 1200 is not much bigger, so that's a big problem. And also then it's an Amiga only expansion bus, which I think they want it to be more like this expansion bus is more compatible with other stuff, like you can get a modem. I mean, the fact that we've got some of these things now, I suppose makes sense, but back in the day it was probably a mistake, I would say. But hey, how are you going to know? Or Factor 5, whatever they were called. Yeah, was it Factor 5 you're thinking about on the Amiga? Yeah, that's the Chris Hulsbeck and co, isn't it, who made quite a few games like R-Type and stuff. R-Type was one of the ones I remember in the shop. Going in the shop and seeing and asking them to put the R-Type disc in so I could hear the music. Because I didn't have an Amiga at the time, I think. It's like, can you play R-Type? And I wasn't that interested in the game because the game was pretty hard. But I quite liked the R-Type music, was really good. The PCM CIA port and the IDE interface were ahead of their time. I think they probably were, yeah. And I didn't know it was IDE at the time. I just thought it's got a hard disk. I didn't realise it was IDE. When I moved to the PC, I hadn't associated the fact that that was IDE in there. I didn't know that. But yeah, they ditched all the compatibility, which is probably a bad thing to do when you're trying to sell a computer. It's like, here's a new computer and all your old stuff won't work. And that's not fair, is it? It's not fair. Still, Atari 400 and 800 for 1979, PokeChip could create great tunes. Yeah, in fact, that was pretty good. But again, that is 3 years before the C64, isn't it? So you can't argue with that. And the Atari 8-bit was my first computer, the 65XE. I had that before the C64. And I did enjoy playing that quite a bit, but the C64 was weird because it was like, it was just better because it had a larger catalogue of games, but the sound was definitely a lot better. But I seem to remember the video output being a lot worse. I don't know if the Atari 8-bit video output was better or whatever. But it was just it was the lack of game software for the Atari 8-bit that was quite disappointing. I remember I used to go in the shop and there'd be a little corner of the room where the Atari 8-bit stuff was, and then the C64 was like hundreds of games, and you just couldn't play any of them on the Atari 8-bit. I don't know who made the decision to swap the Atari 8-bit. I think they must have sold it and swapped it for the C64. But I don't know who made that decision. I don't think it was me, because I'm not sure I really knew. I don't think I did it. Maybe my dad did it or something. Thought like, there's no games for this, I'll swap it out. But definitely it got swapped for a C64. Or did I have them both set up at one point? It's hard to remember now. I remember having both my 64 and my Amigas set up. I don't remember having the Atari 8-bit and the C64 set up at the same time. It's possible. It's a very long time ago. I can't tell you. So apparently the music from Mousetrap was not a 70s prog rock thing, but a Claude Debussy piece from 1908 called Gollywog's Cakewalk. Well, there you go. Every day's a school day, apparently. It is funny that I suppose it wouldn't be a prog rock thing, because if they did that, they'd probably have to pay the band who wrote it. So it's more likely to be something from 1908 because it's probably out of copyright, so they can do it. Where's the Lego castle? The Lego castle is not at my house. It is currently sitting there waiting to be finished. 30 years will do that to your memory. Yeah, well, it's probably more than 30 actually. It's probably more than 30 because the Atari 8-bit was my first computer, so it could be 30. It's more like 35 or something. More, I'm not sure. So yeah, it's funny. I remember playing on the Atari. I remember playing on the C64. I can remember the houses I was in at the time and stuff like that. I remember spending an hour trying to load Kickoff, and it only worked once on the Atari 8-bit. That was the other thing about the Atari 8-bit. It seemed like a lot of the games took a long time to load. It was horrific. You must be the only person streaming games with an Amiga. Really? I thought loads of people were doing it on Twitch. No, Lemon Amiga does it all the time. There you go. Oh, there's a guy on Twitch called Amiga for Mortals too. Yeah, there you go. And he's the guy who's making those joysticks, Immortal joysticks as well. Yeah, but yeah, I'm streaming real Amiga. Although it's not very popular on YouTube, but considering I've got 2,000 subscribers, I get about like 10 people turning up every week. So it seems like streaming real Amigas isn't that popular, but I'm enjoying it. So, and we're enjoying it. Lemon Amiga does Amiga streams. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, I mean, the reason I'm doing it is because I've restored this hardware. Like, this is my original Amiga. I'm restoring this hardware, and this is just an excuse to use it. And if I'm going to play these games, I might as well play them together. Well, you can't really play online together on the Amiga because it doesn't support that. So this is as good as you'll get as playing online. I'm sorry about this squeaky bottle. I say sorry about it, then I just squeaked a lot at you. So only watch YouTube. There you go. Well, I haven't got a fan base on Twitch. So, and I don't want to support another social media platform. So I'll do it here. This is where my subscribers are. This is where I put my videos out. So I'll do it here. It doesn't seem like YouTube really promotes the live streams as much as well. Do you like the Cloan 2 emulate software? I have not used it, so I can't say. I've used WinUAE and that's it. I have not used it. It's probably quite good, is it? Oh, this is the one where I downloaded a load of mods that had the word summer in. Yeah. Right, let's just pick one. It's going on for like been here an hour and we haven't played any. And we haven't played any Lemmings yet. Let's just put one. Got some Sid tunes here, which is a good Sid tune. Ghouls and Ghosts. That one doesn't work properly in the Amiga. Bionic Commando. That was a good one. What's a good one? Magic Johnson's Basketball. After 8. God, look at all these. Off Venazane Monty. Download. Oh, there's Commando. Let's put that on. Let's see if this works. Oh, you want Flimbo's Quest? Hang on. The actual... Hey! Who needs a 664 when you've got an Amiga? It goes really slow on the 600 with this because it can't keep up. This is the bit where I'd really like a scroll wheel. I know the Amiga does support it now, but this is the old... Have I got Flimbo's Quest on here? I don't think I've got it. Yeah, don't need a C64. I've got this. Jeff Cape's Strongman. Love your streams today, very entertaining and informative. Well, I'm not sure about informative, I'm just messing about, but maybe they are informative. Commando, also good. Yes, it is. And Cannon Fodder is nice music. Cannon Fodder is. We had that on at the start. Maybe you missed that. We've already played it. And if you go back and, well, I think there's a playlist on my channel with live streams, and there's like 1 million Cannon Fodder streams where I spent 1 million years playing it. I think there's an interview with Rob Hubbard, and I think he wrote this in like an hour or something. Rob Hubbard for the win. Yep. I've got to say, actually, I think the C64 just play this tune slightly better. It seems a little stuttery on here. But the Amiga is having to like CPU force this, so that's pretty good. And that was always the plan for the Amiga, is it just plays samples, but if you want it to do chip tunes, you can get it to do it. The SID's also got like a bit of distortion, so, and it adds a bit to it. Like there's no real distortion here. Oh yeah, we did play it. Yeah. Oh, this is a weird bit. This is crazy in my headphones. Songs 19. What? So this is from 85. Wow. I don't think I would have played it in 85. Might have played it in 85. It's crazy in my ears. But yeah, the C64, what a great computer. I mean, I've got the box there. Never had a box when I was a kid, just had the computer, but I've got a couple of boxes now. Got from with eBay purchases. A lot of people seem to have kept them in the box. I think actually I've put a C64 in there. There's an actual working C64 in that box. It's pretty cool. Right, I think we're going to go... Shall we interrupt Commando? Hey, it does say there's 19 tunes in here. Why is there 19 tunes? Is that all the... Oh yeah, it's got all of them. Is that the high score screen? The mission menu and end start music is nice too. Yeah, is that this one? Ghostbusters is one of my go-to games on the C64 along with Zybex. Zybex I played on the Atari 8-bit. That was one of the games I played on the Atari 8-bit. That was quite good on that. And it might have been Ghostbusters that I played on there as well. Or did I play that on the C64? It's possible that they were the two games I played a lot of on the 8-bit. Definitely Zybex though. I remember playing Zybex on the Atari 8-bit. The bread bin, yeah, there's a bread bin in there. Ghostbusters had voice sampling, didn't it? There's a Computer Chronicles where they show that off. He's actually got a C64 there. And, is it David Crane? And he's there, and he actually he goes, "Oh, listen to this," and then they show off the bouncing ball and saying, "You can actually sing along." It's like really cool. Right, this is just loops forever, isn't it? It's Lemmings time. Let's make sure I put you on the big screen. And let's make sure it actually appears and it doesn't just go black, which sometimes it does. It has done. It has gone black. How do I stop this? Come on, you can do it. I think it's a fail for the. Oh, there it is. Got it. I had Scooby-Doo. I had the Scooby-Doo I Want to Be Like You song in my head for days after last Saturday night. Were we singing Scooby-Doo? I don't remember. I don't remember at all. Were we singing Scooby-Doo? Oh, you mean Ooby-Doo? Oh, right. I see what you mean. I thought you meant the Scooby-Doo tune. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, I get it. The Disney songs. Yeah, there was a lot of Disney songs going on. Lemmings it is. Here you go. Strap yourself in. Yeah. I've been missing Lemmings though. I wanted to play it last week, but I didn't have enough time to do the stream and to play and to do the Lego build. So I thought, well, let's just live stream the Lego build instead. So we got a live stream and we got a Lego build. That stream went crazy, didn't it? It turned into another way we all got food at one point. It was great. It turned into a mukbang. It's like, which it wasn't that long ago that I didn't know what a mukbang was, and now I was involved in one. It was crazy. But yeah, it was a lot of Lego building. Kind of missed having the Amiga there. I would have put, if I'd had an Amiga there, we could have put mods on in the background. Just listen to mods and put Lego together. But it was just such a big setup as it was to like move the table into the middle of the room and get all the lights set up and everything. And the GoPro was, you didn't see it, but before the stream, the GoPro was falling over on the weight of this arm. and had to counterweight it. And all I could find was like a really old, like 1930s Coca-Cola bottle, the ones with the marble in. And I counterweighted it with a piece of string and that. There was like loads of weird stuff going on for the stream. The new Nicocado avocado. Is he that guy who's really fat? Oh dear. Yeah, the castle is expensive. It is. Yeah, it's very expensive. And it's got 4,000 pieces. It's the part 1 of 4,100 whatever it was I said is the number of parts, because I knew I was only going to do one part anyway, so just thought I might as well put this on. It's kind of a joke. But it looks like we'll get it done. We've done 3 sessions and might get it done on the 4th. Oh, he is that fat guy who's just fattening himself to death on camera. Yeah, he started thin. Yeah. Mukbang. Oh no, is this going to work? I thought I'd press the button in it. My disc 2 doesn't work. It's going to be like you're in cold bloodstream. Insert disc 2. No. The worst is when disc 1 doesn't work, because I've got Formula 1 and Jurassic Park, and they're both 4-disc games, and disc 1 doesn't work. Because I can read them on WinUAE, and I can see that the first disc doesn't work on both of them. Right. Oh, I need to go back up to the top now and find my code, which I put in the stream. I hope this is the right level. It's been a while. I-N. Whoops, I think I've missed something. Let's try this again. That is completely wrong. I think I might have a dodgy F key as well. Hey, level 26 Mayhem. I think this is where we're up to. I think. My wife is into Disney, and I said get the castle. I said get the castle till I saw the price. Yeah, yeah, it is pretty expensive, but I tell you what, it's really good. It's a really good piece of Lego, and it's very colourful. Like, because there's things like the Razor Crest from Mandalorian, because there's that one, and that's like a 6,000 piece set, and the Razor Crest is like massive. It's the Mandalorian ship in season 1 and 2, the big one that can take lots of people. And it looks really cool, but every single piece is grey. It's just every single piece. So they look good when they're finished, but putting them together is horrible. So at least the Disney castle is like really colourful, which is quite good. And it's got loads of little things. We've got to the bit now we get cupboards with like plates in and stuff like that. I don't think that Lily and Willow would have understood what Amiga mods are, placing Amiga in the back while building the Disney castle. I don't think they wouldn't need to know that. They just need to know that it's like, that's how you... They probably think that's how you played music in, 1990, but it really wasn't. You played music on a record player, which they've got. They've got a record player. But the Amiga mods were the way if you had an Amiga, you played music, I suppose, for a while. It's okay. I had germs as a backup option. Bing sings Wolf Disney. Looks awesome. Been to Disney 4 times. Oh my god. What did that just say? That outweigh the needs of the few? What did that just say on the scrolling thing at the bottom? I don't know. I'll have to read that another time. I didn't know I had like weird scrolling messages coming across. Right, we better get on with this, in danger of this never happening. If you like the Disney Castle, then you'll probably love the Disney 100th Anniversary camera set. Oh. Oh, it's this. Steel Mines of Castle. Oh, no, and I think, yes, it's coming back now. This is the one where there's no diggers. Oh, no. Oh, the disc is grinding away. There are no diggers. I'd buy a Lemmings Lego set. If they made one, I'd totally buy it instantly. But it's not happening, is it? What's that add-in card? That is just a Amiga Kit compact flash thing. I won't pull it out now because sometimes games freeze up when you pull it out. It's just a compact flash PCM CIA adapter card, which they sell you, and it's got a floppy disk that's got the driver on it. So if you've got a broken floppy drive, that's difficult to install that. They outdid themselves as Star Trek fans with that Needs of the Many line. They did the name of this level. Yeah, it's funny because I've just been rewatching The Mandalorian, and he calls them the slave mines of Kessel. Actually, that's what he says. He says they're the slave mines of Kessel because they're running the spice in. That's in Book of Boba Fett. Actually, it's not in Mandalorian, but it's kind of the same thing. It's Star Wars, isn't it? The Kessel mines. Yeah, it is. But that quote at the start was from Star Trek, but that's probably a quote from something else, like before it was Star Trek. Right, better get on with this. So I'm gonna have to remember how to do this, because this is the bit that's going to be... Oh, they have given me more stuff. They've given me... I've got 10 exploders, 10 blockers, and 10 bridge builders. I think it's from Marks or something, yeah. So the problem we've got with this is we can't dig. So I suspect we've got to go through there. We've got 1 explosion there. 2, 3 to get through there. 4, 5, bridge building. 6. Oh no, and then there's a squisher. What a nightmare this is. What a nightmare. Let's just... Oh, I think they'll get stopped by that. Let's start with... I don't know how I'm going to do this. Say that at the start of every time, don't I? Like, how am I going to do this? Because this is like just super dodgy. Oh, they're all going to get stuck in there. Let's see if that's enough to get him through there anyway. Oh, are they going to die? No, they're all right. This is a real problem. Oh no! They're going. This is the one where they're going through the blocker. That's not good. Oh right, so it's going to be 2 guys to get through there. That's what I'm going to need. But I've got some real problems going on here, I think. This is real problem time. Go straight across. I think we tried that. Didn't we try that? You mean go straight across here? I think we tried this last week to get through there. It's not going to happen, is it? I don't think it's going to happen. You can't really get through there. I think you've got to go this way. Unless you meant something else by straight across. Don't know. But we'll see. Oh no, that's not good. I don't think I did enough. I don't think I put him far enough in there. Oh, that's not good. I probably could have got through there. Oh, but wait a minute. Yeah, I'm in kind of trouble here because I've got this fat bit to go through here as well. I suppose I've got to build up there, I think. Maybe. Who knows? This might blow this bridge up, which could be a disaster. Oh no, it's alright. Don't die. Oh, that's not good. This has just gone completely wrong. I might have lost too many lemmings already anyway. No, they're not getting out. They're not getting out. Oh, weirdly, putting a blocker there has made them get out. That is not what I expected. I think I've used too many blockers as well. Something like that. It's got to happen. Ah, this is never going to work, is it? There's not enough bridges to do this. I think I tried going through that bit last week, and that didn't work, I think. It might... I mean, it seems like... I don't know. Whoa. Wait a minute. I'm about to die here. Yes. Sherlock says, yeah. Do you know about a hard drive that looked like an extension of the Amiga? That's the A500 ones, isn't it? Yeah, they're the ones I was talking about before, that when the 600 and 1200 came out, you couldn't really use those anymore on these because they weren't PCM-CIA, they were just like... what were they? They were just Amiga's side expansion bus. I don't know if these Lemmings are going to walk this way. I suppose there is enough bridges to do this. But you've got to click the right Lemming here. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's the right one. Now I've probably wasted the bridges. And I need a bridge to get over this here. Because that's a trap. I think because I've run out of blockers, I've messed it up, but... I've got one bridge left. And 3 exploders. Where do I have to explode somebody to get them to blow up there? Out here? Let's try that. This is going to be a disaster, isn't it? Oh, look at that! Made it through somehow. Oh my god. Might even get some Lemmings to the end here. I mean, I think a lot of them are dead, but this is the bit that just won't work, unfortunately. 3, 4, 5. I lost 5. Was it 5 or 6 there? Wow, I got some Lemmings to the end. I didn't think that was going to work. I don't think it's enough, though. I suppose all the Lemmings are out, are they? I think they're all out. Do you know about a hard drive? Oh, sorry. Straight across, definitely. Sherlock's saying straight across. I think we tried this last time. And now Greta Dugan says, I think you've got the right idea. It's a tough one. Wait a minute. Oh no, did I need 9? I needed 90%. I've killed too many Lemmings. I lost 6 in that. Because I didn't. If I'd had a blocker, I would have been alright, but I'd used them all down here. There were some mistakes going on down here. This could have been done better. Well, it looks like this could work. And I got through there with 1 Lemming, which is pretty impressive. So... I don't know. I think it's probably better than going through that. Like, the problem is last week tried it, and every time you blow up, you go deeper into this, and then you end up down here anyway. But losing 5 Lemmings there is too many Lemmings. It's the only thing... I think it's the only thing that will work. Well, there's probably more than one solution, but I think maybe I'll try this again, because it wasn't too bad. What was that hard drive that was the extension of the Amiga 500? Was it the A520 or something? Was that what it was? Is that what it was called? And you could have fast RAM in it as well, because that's basically, you could put a fast RAM expansion bus on that. Lemmings was a 2-player game with 2 mice. It was incredible as head-to-head, but nobody used to play 2-player. Probably because people needed 2 mice and most people just had 1. There's a picture of 2 mice on the screen when you look at the icon, I think. Right, we can do that, but we can only lose 10 Lemmings. 2 Meesy Weesies. That is exactly right. I'll try and save a blocker at the start by, seeing as we're at the start here, if I can work out exactly where I need to be to get that exploding there. Let's try this. Let's work out the right place, and then I can save 1 blocker. That's not it. It's probably here. Oh, wait a minute, that was it. Holy cow. That was totally right. It was there. Let's escape that and do that again. Let's try that again. Like, I can save a blocker there, so that might help. I hope you'll say you hit the you nuke that level. I didn't. I hit escape, but by the way, F1 also will just end the level with no like dialogue. So if I just explode a lemming here, that gets me through. Is that correct? Oh, no. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome. So I'm using blockers here like they're going out of fashion. But it's okay. Oh, no. Oh, no. There we go. That's a little bit better than last time. And I think 2 bridges does that. Oh, I wonder if that'll get right through there. Oh, no. Oh, maybe. Who knows? Well, this is weird, because now they're going to go all the way across here and all the way back. No, they're not. They're turning back. Oh, no. I lost one there. Did not want. Did not want. I lost a lemming. I might be a lemming too many. Oh, no. Yeah, they got over. Right, so this is the bit I did last time, isn't it? This is going to be hard now with all these clumped together lemmings. Maybe I'll wait for some of these more individual ones. Come on, lemmings. Oh no, that's wasted a bridge. I wasted a bridge, which I didn't want to do. Don't think that bridge is going to make it there, is it? No diggers. How evil is that? Oh, now I've got this big line of lemmings coming along. So I might have to wait for them to go as well. I mean, I've got 5 minutes, so there's no rush, but I need to dig there, but I've got to click the right lemming, otherwise it's just wasting bridges. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. I can kind of see them sometimes. Oh, you see, I did it and it... Oh, no, I've messed it up. I should have waited. Like that and done that. I've messed it up. Damn. But I've got enough... Yeah, look at that, didn't quite make it there. So I've run out of bridges and that's the problem. Because now they can't get through. Damn, that was going to work. Oh, no. I need that bridge for the end. I used to take a mouse to Mate's house. There you go. That was a very good idea. Take your mouse with you. For the Amiga. Only Amiga version can do it. No other version can use 2 mouses. Well, the Amiga totally supports 2 mice, so there's no problem with it. Maybe other computers didn't support 2 mice because they didn't have the things to read it. I'm not sure. But the Amiga just could read... It can read the mouse in any port, so... having 2 mice is not a problem. Knows the difference between them. Hardware curses for the win. we gather here today to mourn a great loss of lemming. Yeah. Oh, A590 hard drive add-on for the A500. Okay, it was called A590. it was such a waste. Not many people did the 2-player, but with split screen. Well, it's the problem is like having like you basically needed someone else who had an Amiga mouse, or someone who had 2 Amiga mice, or someone who was 2 people who had Amigas who could bring the mouse. But yeah, I think I did play it maybe in the shop, in the computer store, because they had loads of Amiga mice. So I think I might have played it there. Rob Smith Dev, if you follow him, he did a video. He did a video on it. On 2-player Lemmings. On Lemmings, I think, but on 2-player Lemmings as well. Even current computers can't really use multiple mouse, just one mouse, even if how many. I think you can use as many mice as you want on a modern computer, just not with 2 cursors. But the Amiga could technically do that. I bet could the C64 could do it? C64 could probably do it as well. No problem. Look at that. Straight in there. Right, let's see if I can get this bang in here. There we go. Right in there. Oh, they've got these clumped together lemmings. Oh, just about did it without killing a lemming. I think this is the way. The Mandalorian way. This is the way. And hopefully I can get through there with 1 lemming again. That was pretty good last time. Oh, he went back. He must have hit his head on something. Oh, just about made that. Oh yeah, look at that. I don't think they're going to get through there. Whoa, look at that. They are... I wonder if I can block now, actually. Let's try this. Oh, damn it. That sometimes works. Whoops. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Yep, they control the same cursor, yep. In a modern industry that refuses to do split screen, even cancels entire franchises because they only sold 6 million copies. I love that they made a mode that nobody played. Well, I imagine that they thought a lot of people would play it. But nowadays, that would be a multiplayer mode, wouldn't it? An online multiplayer or something. Andy P says, hi, everyone. Hi, Andy P. Greed knows no limit. A mate told me a story a few weeks ago. His mate turned down a job to work on Lemmings. He regrets it now. Oh, really? Turn down Lemmings? Why would you do that? They made a lot of money. Well, did they though? I suppose. I mean, it was published by... It depends on what the deal was. The publisher might have just given them some money and said, here's a fixed amount of money. Make this game. They might not have made any more money from it. So it's difficult to say. But they probably did make quite a bit of money. It was a very good game. Right. Let's do it. Let's do it. And this time, let's not screw it up. Uh-oh. Seems like that's quite critical, that part. So I think I clicked him a little bit too late. 8 minutes. They've really given me a lot of minutes on this one. I never get to hear them say let's go because I always like... I'm always pressing the cursors. There we go. He got through. Let's go. Right, I've got 2 lemmings there, that's what I need. That was a better way of doing that. Oof. Oh, I wonder if he's going to be too close to the ground. He might cause a problem. We'll have to find out in a minute. He might stop. Though when he blows up, those lemmings might not get through. I'm not sure. Oh, do you know what would be better to do? This. This would be better, wouldn't it? That's a better idea. Now, I've just got to... I thought that was going to happen. That's a disaster. Whoops. I was doing so well. Oh dear. Oh dear. It was on every platform from here to Chattanooga. I don't know where that is. That's worse than being the guy that didn't sign the Beatles. Yep. Worms. What about them? Worms. Joined a bit late tonight. How many levels have you played through? None. I'm still on this one. We've only started like, I don't know, half an hour ago, whatever. I haven't got through this one yet. The original guys did make millions. Really? Did they make millions? He turned down interface design. Okay. At the time, it was before he knew it would be a hit. Well, that's the thing. But they must have known something because these guys had made quite a few successful games before this. They'd made Menace and stuff. Menace had done quite well, I think. And if had they done something else as well? I don't know. There you go. You could also build a bridge back. I don't want to waste a bridge. Epic fail, yes. We're sending our lemmings down the well. Sorry about that. That was a disaster. It was absolute disaster. Right, we'll get through this level one day. Don't worry about it. Right, let's see if we get that bit right. No, not quite. Just a bit too late. That's really critical where we've got to do that. Maybe I'll just do it a little bit earlier. That was a critical fail. I think this is where the extra memory helps because you don't have to load from the disk again. It'd be grinding your disk away on an Amiga 500. Let's try it there. That's where it wants to be. Boom, that's a good one. Oh, look at that as well. Yeah, look at that. That's good. Oh, no! Why? That's not helped me at all. That's all right. Oops. Let's start this again. I was going to block and I exploded him. Whoops. Whoops. This is not going well. It could be wrong. That's what I was told. It's possible. Yeah. I don't know. Did you try straight across last time? I think you did. I did. Straight across. It was really hard because it keeps going down. So whenever you blow up, you go down and down and down, and it was just a disaster. Like up there, and it takes a lot of lemmings to blow through that. And then even if you do that, you need one more to get through there, and well, you've got to go over that as well. I don't know. I think it's too many lemmings to get across there. Oh, and then if you go in here, you've got to put blocker in. You've got to build across there. You've just got problems. You got problems either way, let's face it. You got problems. But this way I think will work. It's just, again, it's one of these things like, is it the more reliable way of doing it? I'm not sure. Not really sure. Let's block there. How many lemmings do I need? I need 2 to blow up and one to build a bridge. So in theory, I need to block here with... Oh, I should just probably block... I don't know. Just don't know. Oh, it's weird that they get stuck in there. That's odd. That is super odd. So I just need to block with a couple of lemming. One lemming in there. Is that right? I need to block with 2 lemmings in there. So I can blow one up and the other one builds the bridge. Oh, have I put that in the right... That's not the place I put it last time, is it? Is that the same place? That's the same place I put it last time. I don't know if I should carry on. I think that's... I think he blow... I think I've got to put him up there at least. I'm going to go again because that's not going to work. I looked if C64 could use 2 mouses in games. It could, because mouses use paddle X and Y position in the SID chip, and paddles can be used in 2-player paddle games. So mouses should work too. Yeah, I think so. At least you missed the water. Right, let's try that again. Oh my word. Oh my word. This is Mayhem. Let's try and get it right. Yeah, got through there. I don't think time limit's the problem, so I shouldn't be trying to do this faster. I just want to do it better. Sometimes the lemming there really works out. Right, I need 1 lemming in there. Oh, this is difficult now. It's just getting harder. Oh no, I don't know where to do this. I don't know if I should blow him up or what. It's just getting harder the more lemmings that go in here. Oh no, this is just like a disaster. Oh, look where they've all lined up. Damn, I lost one there. I don't know if that's alright. What have I lost so far? That was not great what happened. You see how they've all lined up weirdly? Like, I suppose that depends on where you put the blocker. Okay, here we go. So this is going to be really hard to put the blocker here that's going to... Oh, they just made it up there as well. I feel like I should time a lemming to blow up there so it would get through, but there's still some of them are going to turn back. Let's see if I can get this. No, loads of them died. No. No. Yeah, it's just gone wrong this level because of the too many... Just the way they've all clumped up. The clumping has gone wrong. I suppose actually if I... We'll see in a minute if there's enough lemmings out currently to finish the level. Oh, I just wasted a bridge. Damn you. No, there's not enough. Oh no, 89. 90, right. There's currently enough lemmings. Wait a minute, that means I can't kill any, because 90 is the exact number I need, isn't it? So, too many have died. Right, so we're going to quit this. Too many lemmings are dead. Damn it. The great clumping. Yeah, it's really clumped up on this level, so the clumping's not worked out in my favour. The clumping has gone bad. Yeah, I needed at least... Oh yeah, I was going to say there was 90 left, but there was a couple of blockers there as well, so they was never going to do that. Too many have died this day, they have. Too many have died, so everyone else has to. I mean, that's wrong, isn't it? It's like, sorry, 3 of your friends are dead. That means that 100 of you have to die. That's the way it is. It's the way it is. And I do kind of feel like, I don't know, I kind of feel like I should be blowing one up there, but I'm not sure. It might be the essence is doing it quicker here than doing it better. I don't know. Right, I need to leave one in there. Come on, you can do it. There you go, like that. Hopefully this works. I don't want bad clumping on this level. Definitely not. Nobody wants a bad clump. I also feel like if I could work out here exactly where... Oh no, I think it's probably better to do the blocker here. Because I can get this blocker in here and get an exact explosion. Although I never quite make it through, do I? Oh, no. It's just always exactly the same. It's never going to work. Oh, this could be good because they're not clumpened on this one. There's no clumpening. Yeah, he's turning back. Oh no, I did the wrong thing again. Damn it! I'm just not looking at what there's so much to do. I'm forgetting to select the right thing. Damn it! Damn you! Lemming accretion is not desirable. What? What's accretion? I don't know what that word means. Is it accretion? 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 I don't know. Right. There's a lot going on here, and any mistake is death. Clumpening. Yep. Bit of clumpening. I also feel like... no, I'm not going to put that lemming there now. I'm going to wait a few seconds. The clumpening was best if I did him here. Oh no, look, they're getting clumpened already. Don't want clumpening. So now I need to... There we go. That's it. This is a hard level. What can I say? They are getting clumpened in a bad style. I mean, somebody suggested building a bridge back, and that, I don't think that'd work. It might work. If you get it in the right place, then they just walk in between here and here. Problem is you've wasted a bridge, and you might need it. I don't know. It's a tricky one. And I just wish you could get through here with this one lemming, but you just can't seem to do it. Or maybe we do this. Because this is probably the better idea, isn't it? And now the clumpening doesn't matter as much. And I suppose technically I could build a bridge over this bit here if I wanted to save an exploder. Oh, this is going to be hard now. Oh, they got over! Look at that! That didn't happen before. That did not happen. So now it's just a question of getting the lemming going the right way. So I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait till these lemmings have gone and get some decent ones on their own. There we go. There we go, I got him. Phew. You don't want a bad clumpening because it can really mess your day up. can't read the comments. I just saw biblical. I don't know what's going on. This game's too hard to read comments and actually like try and do this at the same time. Right, this might be... I've got to have a think about this, because this might be where I could use a... I don't know. It's like I need 2 lemmings here. I need one to blow through this, and then the other one goes across that. I think I need 2 lemmings. So I need a blocker and 2 lemmings on the other side of it. But I can't do that until I've built the bridge, I suppose. This is the tricky bit now, because this is just going to get evil. No, it's the wrong way. He's building the wrong way. There we go. That's the right way. There's no way I'm going to put a blocker in there with these guys like this. Do you know what I could do? Oh no, I was going to say I could put a... You can put a blocker on the bridge, explode it. Oh no, I can't because I haven't got any more... I've only got 1 bridge to spare and I'm going to need that. It's crazy. So, I could block there, couldn't I? Like that. Right. Do you think I can get through 1 explosion? If I can, this might be alright. I'm not sure this is going to work.
Oh no!
Oh, he's through. He's through. So I've just got to build here without screwing it up. Oh no, is he going to smack his head on that? Oh no, is that enough? I haven't got any more bridges. They're either getting over that or not. This is where we find out. Do you think they've got over the trap or not? I don't want to know. No, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. You've got to build a little bit further across than that. They're all going to die on that. Damn it. And I don't have another bridge to make it longer, otherwise I would have made it longer. He hit his head on that little green spike and stopped. That's just... It would have worked, but... This would have worked. Anyway, there's plenty of time to do it. Clumpening, that's what it means. Clumpening on a biblical scale. The greater Duke clumpening is stuck in my head now. Damn it!
Oh no!
Damn it. They've enclumpened, yes. This may be the one. You were right, it was going to be the one. If I'd have built that bridge, like another pixel across, it would have worked. It's literally, that's what failed me there. Yeah, I don't want to get too close to the trap because he can, when you're building, he'll actually get trapped in it while he's building. So I don't want to get too close to the trap. So there's your problem. There's your problem. Anyway, this way appears to be an efficient way of doing it.
Oh no!
I think. It does appear so. We just don't want clumpenings to happen.
Oh no!
Right. I think that's a good thing.
Oh no!
So this guy goes along there, walks back and blocks. That's the way to do that. Somehow I got through there with one exploder as well last time. Don't know how that happened. But I suppose I've got to be careful how many of these lemmings I blow up and block with.
Oh no!
Oh, that's alright as well. I think that's just about alright. Oh, that's not good. It's going to need 2 to get through there now. I think it clicked on the wrong lemming.
No!
Damn. That's where it all goes wrong.
Oh no!
Right, I think we're still on track, perhaps. Although it's not gone as well as last time. Alright, we've got to build a bridge about here. But I need to have a lemming that's walking the right way. There we go. So at the moment we've got 94 lemmings and we've got 2 blockers. So we can only kill 2 more. I only need to kill 1. I need to kill 2 more. Whew. So this is just about going to work. Oh my word, look at all this lemming mayhem in here. There we go. I think I spotted the right lemming there. It was going so slow the game I could do it. No, that's wrong. Oh, damn it. That is wrong. Oh, damn. I was trying to get 2 lemmings and then I've only got 1. This is tricky. Well, it's mayhem, I suppose.
Oh no!
There you go. That would have been it. I would have walked through that. But it's too late now. Because I've got 93. There's 3 blockers. So I can't kill any more. So there's no way of doing that. I suppose I could build a... you can build a bridge over. That's not really going to help, is it? It's because of this... They're all together here. I think that's part of the problem. Tricky it is. Donald. Clonald Clump. This is going to be close. Are you on the A600 or the 1200? I'm on the A600 today because this game has some distorted audio on the 1200 for some reason. Oh no, too many are going to die here. Damn. Let's just see if I can build there though. I built right there. He's not died, so that's alright. That's where I need to build. Damn it. That's really annoying up there. So what am I going to get in? Not enough.
Oh no! Oh no!
It says 91 still. Oh, 90 now. 89, there you go, that's it. So it's not enough. It's like I nearly did it. Let's let him go in. Let's blow him up here. Come on. The nuke button wasn't working. Boof. 88%. Damn it. Look at that. Why didn't I try again and get a few extra percent? Yeah, what do you think I'm doing? What do you think I'm doing here? It's this like picking the right lemmings at the right time. It's really difficult. It is really difficult.
Oh no!
Well, that wasn't very good.
Oh no!
Oh no, this is not easy. I've just made a real mess of it. They're doing the clumping thing. Oh, I think I've done it. I think I managed it.
Oh no!
They were doing the clump. And I think, did I need 2 to get through there before? And I got through 1 before, so that could have helped. That could have helped. Yeah, look at them all stuck together in here. Engelbert Klumperdink. That is a thing. And you know it is. I wonder if they'll get through there. Come on. They sometimes get through with 1. Yeah, they did it. Look at that. They clumperdinked with 1. Select the right lemming. And I think we need to build from about here. Oh, I could have hit that one. There we go. The perfect lemming. Try across, you're wasting so many going under. Yeah, but you're going to have to... Have you seen how many exploders you've got to go underneath to go over the top? Like, going through there is... I don't know. You're going to kill more. It's not that fact that, though. It's the fact I've got to explode through there. And then I've got to block anyway. So... And then if any fall in here, I'm still done because I've got a block. So, I don't know. I mean, that could be easier, but... The problem I said last time is, like I said, you end up going deeper and deeper into that. I mean, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 to go that way. I don't think you can get through there with 4 exploders. I don't think so. But I know we can do it this way anyway, because I would have done it before if I had clicked the right lemming before. So I know it's possible. It's totes possible going this way, we know it. The problem is that here, this bit is the pretty bad bit. Oh, he walked back and I could have hit him then. It's getting a lemming here that's going to be going the right way. Come on, you can do it. There it is. This is just a disaster now. So I'm going to let them go and I'm going to see if I can get it so that there's not... I'm going to start building when there's not many coming. Is that like here? Oh no, I might have hit the bridge in the wrong place. So we need 2 lemmings. There's 1. There's 2. I did it again. I did the same thing again. It's a disaster. But maybe I could build over him. I don't know. We'll find out. That's really hard when they're like close together like that. Oh no, even if I build over him, it's not going to work. I'm just doing the same thing I did last time. Yeah, I've got a block there with 2 lemmings, like I did it the first time. Damn it. But you end up where you are now. Yeah, I do, but I can show you. I tried it last time. It's really difficult. Like, you've got to explode your way through there, but you've still got to have a blocker at the other side. And you still need 2 lemmings, which is what I'm trying to do there. So you don't... I don't know that you get a lot out of it, to be honest. But I don't know that you can get through there with 4 lemmings. Sound issues on A1200 compatibility, it is not a real Amiga thing if you look at the whole line of computers. Yeah, When UAE has the same, does the same thing with this disc. So it's the same thing. Yeah, I don't know why. It's a weird thing to have incompatibility in sound because they never change the sound across all the Amigas. So it's just an odd one. Although if you read your system programs manual for the Amiga, it's full of compatibility. Use the libraries, do not code bare metal, etc. It's even full of compatibility at the hardware level. Like, it boots up in slower modes than it could have done on AGA because it's trying to be compatible with the previous generation. So like you'll get 16-bit DMA by default, even though it can do 32-bit, because this one had 16-bit DMA. So it does loads of things like that. Right, just to show you that this is, well, we can see, we might get through this, but we'll see if we can get through here. But if it's any easier... I mean, how many lemmings do you need? How many lemmings do you need to do it? That's the question. To get through that. Because then I can just block up here. And then you're all sorted. Because I still need to put a blocker in. Oh no, I can't because I need to... Oh, do you know what? This is really weird because... Yeah, I don't know how this is going to work. Like, this is the way it might work. You might, like, say, put a blocker like there. And now I've got to get through with, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I might as well put a blocker there with 9 lemmings. And then these 9 lemmings have to get through, but I can't really do that either because I need 2 to get across this gap. I don't know. Not sure exactly. But this is the problem. Right, there's 1. There's 2. But I don't know why this is going to be better. There's 3. Right, so I used 4 lemmings down there, and I'm already through 3 lemmings doing this. Right, here we go. And I'm getting him right... He's actually inside the geometry of the world there. That's 4. So I think I'm going to use my entire 10 getting through this. And you can see it's going down. This is what happened last time. Here we go. And that's 5. I've got 2. If I'd just got 1 more lemming in there, that might have been alright. 5. Oh, missed him. Right, that's 6. So, ooh, it's cutting it fine. It's cutting it fine. If you can get through there with 8, but you still need 1. You need to build a bridge while 1 lemming is there and doesn't fall in. So I just don't see how this is possible. This doesn't seem right. And you're always doing this going down. You see, I can't get higher. Each time I can't get higher. So that's 9. I think this is just a disaster going this way. This is what I tried last time. You can see I am technically digging through though. It's just going down as well. Yeah, we tried this last week. It went down. Yeah, so I don't think you can get through there because the problem is once you've got through, you then need 2 lemmings for this bit. You need 1 lemming. You need to build the bridge across. You need 1 lemming to get through there, but you also need 1 lemming to go on his own that way while nobody else is going. So you need... But you can't stop them falling in while you're building this bridge. So that's the reason why down here is better, because technically I'm building out. I suppose they can fall in and build their way out, which is just what we were doing before anyway. So there's that. I mean, technically, I suppose then you don't really need to block there at all, do you? You can just go through there, and then they all fall in here, and then you're just doing what I was doing before, except you killed a lot more lemmings doing it. So I don't know that that's better. I don't think that's better because I end up in the same situation but with more death. Yeah, you end up in the same position. I think that's the problem. I suppose the only other thing you could do is you could... Yeah, this blocker here is a waste. That's the thing. You technically don't need it, but you do need it. So if you block there, you put 9 lemmings across. No, I don't think it's going to work. But it might be a solution. OMG. And I suppose, actually though, the other way of doing it, no, you've got to blow through that other bit. I think I tried that last time, blowing through that other wall. I think you've got to go through the little bits. Go through the little bits. We'll try this way. We know this works. It's just really tricky. It's super tricky.
Oh no!
Oh, I hope they don't go right through there now.
Oh no! Oh no!
See, so how many have I used there? I've used 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 so far. 5 to block. There we go. Clumphole of the Bailey. Yep. What was that show called? It was that's the name of a show, isn't it? Oh, look at the lemming clumpage down here. That's a lot of clumpage. Rumpole of the Bailey. Oh, right. Was that a BBC show or something? Right, it'd be nice to get through here with 1 lemming, but I don't think it's going to happen. That might not be it.
Oh no!
Oh, it's it! I did it! Totally did it. Right. See, maybe... Oh, did I say? I was going to say I could block down here and just send... All I'd need is 2 lemmings to go up there. Yeah, that could be the way to do it. But how the hell am I going to block up here with 2 lemmings up that bit? It's just not going to happen, is it? Like that. Oh, except I did a bridge instead. I've just wasted a bridge. Oh no, they're walking underneath him! Oh my god. I shouldn't have tried something new here because it's just been a disaster. Oh, I'm going to start again.
Oh no!
built him on top of that thing. Yeah, I was just thinking, if I can block down there with just 2 lemmings, that's all I need to do the next bit. The 2 lemmings keep going up there. One blows up, and then the other ones go through. That might be the way to do it. Like, once they've got through that section, I just need 2 lemmings. That's all I need to do the whole second bit. And then it'll cut out all that, like, trying to work out which lemming to click on. That's probably the way to do it. Because I've got to do that blocker anyway. I might as well just do it earlier rather than later. But the clumping is the problem. The serious clumpage is definitely the problem. Right, I'm going to make another cup of tea. How long have I been doing this level now? It's like an hour. I know what I'm doing now. I know how to do it. Right, I'm going to get more tea. And then I know what to do. So confident. It's like, yeah, totally know how to do this. Been an hour, yeah. More lemming tea. It's true. Cleasels, clumps, and clubella. That's totally true. I've just realised what I said before is not going to work. If I try and keep 2 lemmings down there, one of them will go over the bridge and just fall down. That's not going to work. I think a better plan might be to not do any blocking at the top and just blow up that hole and then try and let 1 lemming through later on. Andy P, I have a 500 plus, which I managed to save from the Dreaded Revenge of Varta. Yeah, the Vartas that are in the 500 plus. Hardly any visible damage. Yeah, it can happen. I repaired that A501 memory expansion that had a Varta battery on it, and that just had a bit of the solder mask got removed, but it was all right. I think it actually worked. So you can get away with it if you catch it. It's worth trying to get your... Anyone who's got A500 pluses, you need to get them out of storage and get that battery out. The capacitors do a bit of damage. Well, not on the 500s they don't. They don't seem to leak, but the Varta just destroys. It's a destroyer. Maybe I'll try and block right at the end here to try and get the least amount of clumpage. But it could just make it worse for me. I don't know. Oh no, lemmings are getting stuck in there. I don't want that.
Oh no!
Do not want stuck lemmings. Right. Uh-oh. Here we go. Please do not stick.
Oh no!
Lucky mine was a GP battery which doesn't leak as bad. Oh yeah, I think the one, to be honest, I think the one I had was the GP battery, Golden Power or whatever. And I don't know, are they not as bad? I think they've all got the same stuff in, haven't they? I don't know. Oh no, look at that. Disaster. Should we use a bridge and let's try one bridge. There we go. I've used one extra bridge. Hopefully they'll get over that. You might stop early though. Right. You can use an extra bridge. But I can't make any mistakes now. Oh! No, you damn you. All to hell. Damn you all to hell. Oh, and they're all proper clumped up here.
Oh no!
Lemming clumpage is a big deal on this level. It's a big deal on some of the other levels as well, but this level, definitely. Right, need the lemmings to go away. There we go. This does play better on the 1200 though. It plays faster. This slowdown that's doing here wouldn't happen on the 1200. But I imagine this was just what it did back in the day. But that might just be because it's got fast RAM. My 1200's got fast RAM in. Maybe any Amiga with some good fast RAM in would also not slow down. I don't know. That's like going quarter speed or something. It's really weird. It's good that you saved your 500 plus though. I'm watching like Chris Edwards restoration and like some other people repairing Amigas that have got battery damage. It can absolutely mess them up. And the fact that they sometimes like get them working after that amount of damage is just crazy. It's just absolutely crazy. Right, am I going to be able to get a guy before this big clump of lemmings comes? I don't think so. No. Oh, this could be it. I've only got 3 bridges. I can't make a mistake. He's going the right way. Whew. There's no way I'm going to be able to do this, is there? It's this like just getting one to go through here is the problem. Like, I could have blocked then and made it, but I don't know. Here we go. I need 2. It's just wrong. It's not going to happen. Let's see what we get. Oh no, this is going to be a disaster. Look. So it's just like one of the... If I can just block and leave 1 through. No. It's 2. But we'll see how it goes. Don't know, what do you reckon? There's 92 out. There's going to be 91. Oh, it's just one. I've got like not quite enough. Oh, damn it. Yeah, that extra lemming that went through there, that was the one I had to save. I think. Yeah, it's 89. I'm going to get 89%. Is that right? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, 89. There it is. Damn. Let's let him go in. 89. Can you believe it? I remember the Acorn Archimedes at school cutting through this game like it was nothing. Yeah, the Acorn Archimedes was good. Someone has done an A500 plus reproduction motherboard. Yeah, I suppose that's a good thing for all the battery damaged boards. Oh no, so near yet so far. Yes, exactly. Exactly. So near yet so far. Got a 600, 1200. Do you think I should add an A500? Weirdly, the A500 is the computer I use the least. I used it a lot back in the day, but I've got one and I hardly used it. So that's a thing. It's the least versatile for me. It's the biggest and the least versatile. It's got the least memory. And I don't know. It's not as good as these two. Sorry to say it. Oh no, the clumping. I'm going to say clumping a lot today. Where am I going to put this lemming? Right, okay, there we are. But I don't know, an A500 is like the classic, and it's the one I definitely used it a lot. I remember playing Monkey Island on it and stuff, but like I said, the one I've got, I don't remember booting it up, unless it was to try that demo, like, because it didn't work on anything. Once you've got a 500, hang on. If you've got a 500, a 600, a 1200 though, you've got Amigas that anything works on, I think. I think so. So I don't know. It's up to you. Complete the set. It's the classic. It's more of a display piece for me than it is an actual Amiga. I don't use it on the live streams or anything. It takes up half the desk as well. Do you know what? If I hadn't used that bridge at the start of that last level, I would have been able to save that level. Because I would have been able to use the bridge to slow him down. Highlander 2, the clumping. Yep. Is there any other clumping... Is there any other clumping movies that you know about? Oh, they didn't get through there? Come on. Come on. Look at that. They just won't quite walk over it. Walking over that one. So I got through that with 1 last time and took 2. Oh well. Oh well. Oh, you really got to choose your moment for these lemmings. Highlander 2, the clumping. I had an A1200 but sold it in the mid-90s. Regret it now. Oh yeah. I sold... Hang on. I definitely sold my Amiga 600 that had the hard disk in. Regret that now. But I probably needed the money to buy something else. And I definitely had an A500. I must have sold that. Because that went. So you just needed the money to buy the next computer, didn't you? So you got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do. Right, it'd be really nice if I could click a lemming here that would work. But look, this is playing out exactly the same as last time. OMG, look at that. There's just lemmings everywhere. This is a difficult one now. Oh my god, look at it. Oh, there's lemmings everywhere. Whoa, did it. Wait a minute. Oh no, that's not right. There you go, I can do that. Oh my god. Oh, he's up there. Hopefully that's alright.
Oh no.
He's through! Right, let's just not scuff this one up and we're alright. I feel like I want to build there, but I do feel like that's very close to that trap. Right, that's close enough. Yeah, he's over it! Right, we've got 93. Or is it 92 now? 92 out. And these two guys are going in the bin.
Oh no.
Oh my lord. Have I done it? Wow. Yeah, that's it. 89 out and there's 1% in. Oh my god, I've done it. Hack Simon. Hello. He says, OMG, I have Vic 20. Is that, OMG, look at the graphics on the Amiga. Looking at the ruling. All the way, it's like, you've got a Vic 20. Oh my god, I've got a Vic 20. Yep. Don't think this game was on the Vic 20. But you never know. Have I done it? There it is, 90%. Just about made it. That was horrendous, that level. That was horrific. A digging level with no diggers. They've not done that before. Well, they might have done, but not on that scale. Amazing what you can do once you've had a brew. It is, because you know what? I realised as I thought about it, I said what I was going to do before I went for the brew, and I realised while I was making the brew that wouldn't work, and I came up with a new plan, and that was the one I was doing there, which was just don't block at the top, let it explode, and then try and click the one on the way through. Well done, Dave, thanks. No, my Vic 20 dead, though. Oh. Well, actually, haven't the Vic 20s got... What's the problem that the Vic 20s get? Is it the... Oh, it's not that graphics chip, is it? Do they have bad CPUs in or something? There's some real common problem with the VIC 20s that it might be bad. They've got a 6502 in, I think, haven't they? And I think the 6502 dies in those. I'm not sure. Long morning ago says, well done, thank you. Greg Dukin says, oh, well done. I missed that talking to my son. Well, done it. I have an Amiga Mini though now. Well, there you go. All's well that ends well. You're doing better at Lemmings than I was at Elden Ring. Well, that's good to know. Lemmings is the original Elden Ring, isn't it? The original Dark Souls. Loving the channel, matey. Oh, thanks. Thanks very much. Right. 27. How many levels are left? Is there a 30? There is a 30, isn't there? Oh no, it's a 1 minute, 100% 1 minute. Just a minute part 2. Oh god. I do vaguely remember doing this one. Didn't we already do this in Mayhem? Was this on Tricky? Right. What's changed here? It's like the Matrix now. What's changed? Do you remember this last time? We've got a climber. We've got a floater. We've got 5 diggers and 5 downward diggers. Okay. Why would they give me a climber here? That's an odd one. 30 would be the final boss, yeah. I'm so sorry I'm from Australia. Why are you sorry that you're from Australia? I'm sorry, I'm Australian. Not Austrian. Right, I'm going to do this. It's the minutes. The problem with this level is the minute. Look, I've already got 58 seconds yet. None Lemmings have come out yet. How is this going to work? I don't know is the answer. Well, that's already failed. I feel like up here, one of these guys has to start like... I don't know. It's an interesting one. I don't know why that helps me going over the top there. It's a weird one. Yeah, this has got this evil time limit. Look, I've already got 12 seconds left. Wow, I've ran out of time already. So the problem is that even if you get that to that stage, you're not going to do this level, are you? Sherlock, you've got a good eye for solving problems. I hope so. Okay, thank you. Love the theme song. Yeah. Well, let's try and solve this one because I don't really know what to do on this one. I've got... I mean, ideally, you've got to start digging inwards there, haven't you? But if I do that, that other climber thing is useless, isn't he? So that guy's going to die. I think last time we did it by digging one guy across and one guy digs down. So... They're giving me an exploder as well. It's giving me 5 exploders. Why is that good? Yeah, I don't know. Run, Forest, run. Exactly. Yeah, it's a weird one. Yeah, last time we did it like this. This guy goes in. This guy goes down here. Is it? And then we did that, I think. But I don't really know why they've given me so many things. Is this the way we did it last? I've forgotten how I did this level last time. But that's not going to work because any lemming that's turning back there is done. So that gets them all in, but not in the time limit. They've just given me more stuff than I thought I needed. Yeah, that lemming is... These lemmings that are walking back aren't going to make it. So I can't even remember how we did it last time. I just can't even remember. I think I might have to dig down halfway. I'd have to watch my own video to remember how I did it. But I don't know what's different here. And I don't know why I've got this climber. That's a really odd one. Why would they give me this climber? I just don't know. Is it too... Yeah, I can't stop that guy digging when he's in there, can I? This isn't helping me. None of this is helping. clumped together right now. Yeah, this is the one where you need the clumping, isn't it? This is the requirement for the clumping. That's the one. I just feel like they've given me this climber for a reason, but I don't know what it is. Like, if I'm going to climb, it's got to be the first guy. The first guy can climb out. They give me a floater as well, but there's not really much point in that. I think the first guy goes along, and then you've got to dig down, because otherwise they'll start walking backwards. Just let the lemmings out as soon as possible. But you've got to know when to do it, because you've got to hold the mouse button on that thing. But if it doesn't matter, because if anyone is turning back when you get to there, then you've failed. So even if you let them out as soon as possible, I don't think that helps. I don't think it helps. I wonder if you've got to get the... Oh, I wonder if you've got to get a downward digger and a sideways digger to kind of meet at exactly the same point in time. Is that a thing? Is that a thing you can do? And then they'd stop digging. You clump all the lemmings together and then send them off. Start bashing the first one. 4 dig down and then make a basher. But if you have I don't know how does that help as well then? If you just have 4 digging down. I don't know why that's if the first one bashes, if any turn back though, you're done. You couldn't have 4 digging down. I don't even know how that would work. Don't know how that would work. 4th lemming. Oh, I see, 4th lemming. How's the 4th lemming going to do it? I don't know how that would work either, because if any turn back again, they're dead. Yeah. So you can't do anything with the 4th one. I feel like... I don't know. I feel like it's to do with getting this climber and the other guy to meet at exactly the right point. But even then, if they did that, it's... No, they can't do that, because the one you're sending across the top, this guy, is going to ruin everything for everyone. There's that. He can go across there. This guy can do this. This guy's going to do this. And this guy can go like that. I don't know what I'm doing. Look, I feel like you've got to get these two to meet and they'll stop. But that's really not going to help, because if that happens, we are in trouble. Oh yeah, look. He did actually stop. Look at that. That is weird. The weirdness is going on here. I feel like I could have just done that then, and I've messed it up. Oh, except the lemming just died. I feel like it's getting 2 lemmings to meet that's going to do it. But sending this one along the top is going to ruin it. It's going to ruin it, because this guy's always a bit behind. It's going to ruin your day. Let's go. I don't know. It's like, I feel like that one building going across there isn't what we want. Let's make the first one a climber again. Just really, oh, I missed him. Let's go again. We did it last time. Maybe we had different stuff last time. Maybe we had the different stuff. Let's just try this. This guy goes along there. Whoops! I clicked the wrong lemming. It's not what I wanted. My stream hangs. What? They need to drop and hold. Why does my stream hang? What do you mean my stream hangs? Stream is healthy, it says. Stream has not had any reports of unhealthiness. Unless you're saying something else. Okay here. All right, okay. Yeah, it says there's no it tells you if there's been a stream issue. There isn't. Right, that guy can go across there. Still not sure why that helps me. He's definitely got to go like that. Definitely. I wonder if I can get him to build, like, down really quick and the lemming won't die. Uh-oh, that's not good, what I just did. If I can do that, I can figure this out. Because that guy would have to dig down at the same point that he would meet with the other lemming. And they would stop, and I'd clump them all in, and then send them off. Can you have the first 3 as a basher and the 4th dig down further along? Well, you can't bash it. You can't bash in the same place with 2 lemmings. It won't work. That one of them will just stop. I don't know. I think this is the key. There might be more than one way to do this. I think... let's see. This guy's going to go... He's going to do that. We're going to have the next guy go along and do this. And he's going to have to, like, dig down almost immediately. Do you think that's going to work, or the other lemming's going to turn back? Maybe he's the one that needs to be the climber. Oh no, would that help me? If he climbed... Oh, he'd climb out, then that'd be bad. That would be bad. Oh, he got out! Yeah, he got out. See, this is what I was thinking, is that these 2 guys are going to meet here. And it will stop them from building, if you can time it right. Oh, but if that guy turns back, he's a climber and it's bad news. Oh, he didn't stop anyway. So that's pretty useless. Okay, that's useless. And he climbed out to his death. It would truly be a meeting of the minds. Can you have the first 3 as a basher? Oh, yeah, I've read that one. First 3 as a basher, 4th dig down. Oh, it's alright. Your stream didn't work. That's alright. Mark Stevenson, hi. So the time limit is against me. I just don't know why they've given me this climber. I'm going to get fixated on this climber now, and I don't know why. I mean, we've got the same way. We've got the way we did last time, which we know people don't die if we do this. This guy goes along. Whoops, and I forget to click the right lemming, and then have to start again. That's the way that works. That is the way that works. Oh, wrong lemming. Yeah, wrong lemming, that one. Whoops. Whoops. Oh dear. I think they've given me just some red herrings, like exploders and floaters as well. Doesn't seem to do any point in that. Right. Dig. You... Dig... Oh, that's wrong. Whoops. That was wrong. What I just did there, don't do that on this level. This is not... Wait a second. Mark Simpson's got problems with disk drives, but this game is too complicated for disk drives. Right, there we go. So, really, how is... how is anything going to help me here? So this won't work because as he's digging along, it's just not going to work. I don't know how to stop him, that's the problem. I feel like one thing I can do is, now when I'm in this position, if I make one of these guys a climber, he'll climb up there, go across there. But it really doesn't help me anymore because I can just dig down again and it's just the same problem it was. Nothing's really changed. How is anything going to help me here? I don't know. That's the thing. I've got a problem with my disk drive. It's scraping the bottom of the case. What case? My disk drive is scraping the bottom of the case. Oh, good lord. It does boot, but when I put it in the case, it doesn't. Is it a 600 and 1200? Because a 600 and 1200 have got little metal prongs on the metal casing at the bottom. If you don't flip them down, like people don't put the shield back on top, and then there's a little metal prong. You've still got to fold the metal prong down. Yeah. Have a look underneath the case on the metal shielding and see if there's a prong, like a metal tab sticking up that you've got to flip down because your drive won't fit in properly if you did that. That's the only thing I can think about, and that will stop the drive from going in correctly. It will stop. Right, we're digging here, but the problem is we are in trouble. I just don't really know what to do. This hasn't helped at all. I've just done this. Prong is a fine word, yeah. Oh, 10 seconds left? You got to be kidding me. Oh, look, they're still going back. I have no metal shielding anymore, but you've still got metal shielding on the bottom, haven't you? The prong is clumping the drive. Prong it with what? What do you mean? You've taken the metal shielding. You've taken the metal shielding out. There's metal shielding on the bottom though. There's a metal shield on the top, but there's one on the bottom that's holding the train. I can't believe you've not got that at all. Moss652 says 100% is impossible. When digging down, look at right and left hand timing. I don't know. I really don't know. Timing of what? Timing of what? That's the question. You've got no metal shielding. I don't know. I didn't know that was a thing. I did not know that. There's no way of stopping these lemmings, really, is there? There's no real way of stopping them. I don't think there is. Oh yeah, because did last time, did they give me a bridge builder? Was that the thing that made this easier? I can't remember now. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like that guy going across is a thing that you can do. I wonder if that's a... Oh, yeah, that just isn't possible, is it? It's just not possible. I still feel like it feels like it is this like getting them to meet, but I don't know. I don't know about that. Either way, you've got to go crazy at the start. You got to dig. Whoops, wrong lemming. Wrong lemming. Yeah, because I can't let him continue to dig. Making him a climber doesn't do anything, does it? No. No, it doesn't. Oh, I pronged it working now. Really? Aliens nuke this out from orbit. It's the only way to be sure. I can't believe that. Was that the problem then? You pronged it and it worked? I only know that because I did it to mine as well. I was like, why doesn't this disk drive fit? And then I found out, oh yeah, just because you haven't got a shield doesn't mean you don't have to fold the prongs down because they're in the way. So you then, Dave, enjoyed the stream last week? I did. I did enjoy it. I did totally enjoy it. It was very fun. It was fun. It was a bit of a riot, but it was fun. What's the deal here? What is the deal? I know that the A1200s have a standoff at the rear of the drive to support it. Not sure if the A1200 has. Yeah, the A1200 and 500 are completely different, yeah. The A500 is like really solid. It's got some like metal posts, hasn't it? The 500, the 600 and 1200 just sits on top of the metal shielding. It just sits on top of it. It's really strange. So it's held in with like a couple of screws actually, but yeah, it's basically sitting on top of the shielding. And it was cheaper. It's a cheaper design. I just don't know what to do on this one. It's like I feel like you've got to do that. I cannot let a lemming turn back. I know that much. Like, no lemmings must turn. Oh, it always, like, I'm not even over that lemming when I click it. You can see it. Like, I'm over this one and it clicks that one there. You've got a big collision box. But I'm just doing the same thing here and I don't know how, I don't know how to do the level. I'm just doing the same thing because I can't think of anything else. It's a really quick level. When digging, clicking which hand denotes which way it digs. What do you mean which hand? Is this something I don't know about lemmings? What does which hand? You mean like that? What? Clicking which hand? Are you talking about on the right and left? Clicking which hand denotes which way it digs. Left, right. I don't know what you mean though. What do you mean by left, right? But he won't dig. He can't dig the other way, can he? That's not possible. I didn't know you could do that. Have I played Lemmings all this way and not known this? No, he digs the way he's going, doesn't he? I don't understand what you're talking about. I don't know what you mean by hands. You know where I can get a ribbon cable so I can plug Gotek and disk drive together? I've never used a Gotek, so I don't know. I do not know. From what I remember, you was able to stop the lemmings going back as far, but I forgot how. I think on the previous level, I think I had a bridge builder, did I? That allowed you to stop them. Maybe? Maybe I had a bridge builder? Can't remember. A bridge builder would solve everything here. But I haven't got one, because you can stop the lemming with the bridge builder. I can't stop the lemmings. Well, not in a way that I know of. Not in a way that I know of. Sherlock's saying something about left and right, but I don't understand what that means. I can't get a lemming to dig the opposite way from what they're going. I don't think that's possible. You've got to get them to turn around and then they'll go that way. And they always go right from the start, which is the thing. If you want it to dig, click when right hand is digging. I don't know what that means. Right hand is digging. It's crazy. If you want it to dig right, click when right hand is digging. That makes no sense to me. I think he means when a lemming digs down, click the left hand to dig left. Oh, can you do that? But digging left wouldn't help me, would it? I didn't know you could do that. You mean click on the left hand side? We're not talking about left hands. Is that what you're saying? I didn't know you could do that. Is this a secret feature of the game? Let's have a look. I thought he always just went the way he's going. So you're saying if this guy's digging down, I can get him to go left? He goes right. I don't get what that means. It feels like you're trolling me now. I don't know anything about what you're saying about left hands and right hands. I think that the lemming goes the way they are going. That's what I know. You can't choose which way they dig. If they're going right, they dig right. If they're going left, they go left. And that's the same with everything. And even if you have one that's digging down and then you click dig, if it was going right when it was digging down, it remembers it was digging right before. I don't know any of this like changing the direction. I've never seen that in the game. I mean, I've got to level 127 without knowing that, if that's the case. To be fair, when you clicked him on that time, you clicked him on the whole lemming. Look, it digs right if the right hand is digging. I'm still not sure what you're on about. I don't know what this stuff about right hands is. It looks dig right if the right hand is digging. I have no idea what you're saying. Are you talking about the lemmings' hands? That's crazy. It's nothing to do with that. It's the direction that they're going. If they're going right, they go right. Like, he's going right, so no matter what I do now, he'll do it on the right. If he climbs, he'll climb right. If he digs, he'll dig right. And even if you dig down, if you click the next thing, he'll do it to the right because he's going right. Yes, the lemmings' hands. I've never heard such madness. I haven't. I think this is crazy. If you can get to level 127 and not know about lemmings' hands, if you want to turn it, it doesn't make any sense to me what you're saying. I don't know how you turn it. You can't turn them unless they hit a wall. The bit I know. Or the bridge builders turn. The bridge builders turn at the end, or only if they hit a wall at the end. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what you're on about with lemmings' hands. This is not a thing I've seen. And it's impossible to tell which hand's which, is it? On the little pixel thing? There's no way that's a thing. There's absolutely no way. He's going to go right. Oh, what a surprise. Wait a minute, let me click his hand. No. It just says Basher. It doesn't say Basher's right hand. You can't turn lemmings. Well, you can, but with walls. I know I've got to dig. I've really got to dig down here. Because that's the thing. And this guy's going to go right. Because that's where he went before. But this is kind of where I was at with the other thing. And now, there's no way I can get him to go... I don't know. It's like you could get all the lemmings out here. I don't think that works because you're still at the same situation where they're going... If anyone goes that way at that point, you're done. You are done. Is it possible in later ports to implement the feature? I don't think they would change it. It would break the game if they did that, wouldn't it? Digging down, clicking when the right or left hand is digging, turns that way. Are you serious? I've never seen this. Is this a thing? I'm going to try this now. But even then, even if I did that... Oh, you're saying I could dig down with him and turn him left? I don't think that's possible. It seems like you're trolling me. That is just absolutely bonkers crazy. So you're saying when he's got the left hand, he goes right. It just doesn't make... It's nonsense. That is total nonsense. It's absolute nonsense. That's not how Lemmings works. I've got to level 127 and I've never seen that happen. Otherwise, they'd just be going in random directions when you click them. That's not what they do. That would be crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Yeah, this is about timing. The question is, how's it going to work? I can't believe you're telling me these things about Lemmings. It's just crazy. I feel like I'm being trolled. So... You have to create a buffer so that they don't come back when they don't go too long a distance. Yeah, that's true. We did that on Just a Minute Part 1. The question is how? That's the question. Timing and working around the clumping. Sherlock still says, depends on which hand is digging when you click it. I've never seen that. That would be crazy. How could I have gotten this far and not known that? It just doesn't seem to make sense. That does not make sense to me. Right, let's do it then. Let's do Sherlock's method. It's just I've never seen this in the game, honestly. Is this like level 126 and I've got to do it now? So what are you saying? When the hand that's I don't even get it. So which hand do I click on? So you're saying I can get this guy to go left by clicking on his left hand? He goes right. Which version of the game have you seen this in? Right, let's get him to go left. Like, this is the thing. He's remembered he's going right. So... Oh, he's gone right. That's a surprise. I've never seen this. Whatever you're talking about, I have never seen it. Can you dig down twice? Just enough so they can't turn back. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you could dig down. Oh, maybe is that what you've got to do? Like the first guy starts digging. Let's see. Like this. This guy's going to do that. And he's going to go, oh no, that didn't work. That totally didn't work. I don't know. There's definitely some things that could be done here. You could by using a digger, then a basher, then again after some basher digger, it would make a zigzag pattern, which you could create a buffer for the new Lemmings. Yeah, the problem is that they turn back if you don't dig down far enough. They turn back, so you might be right there. But you've got to dig down enough right at the start, otherwise they will turn back, get over the lump. Digging twice could work. It could do. I think maybe is that why they've given me the climber? Because no, the climber's not going to help me here, is it? I was wondering if they've given me the climber because that's going to help me do something. I don't know. Not really sure. Because the problem here is that, like, this first guy, I've got to let him go, I think. Like that. I know what you mean, though. I think you're saying, like, do this. But I've got to give him enough space to get down there. Right, now he's going along. Like this. And then I'm going to dig down a little bit more. But just enough to get through there. And that's a thing. I don't know. Like this. There you go. He might go to his death there. You've got to do it enough so that they don't turn back. He might dig to his death. I'm not sure. Is that it? Oh, that's not enough time. Is this the one where I got him with like 1 second to go? There's a few seconds afterwards as well. It's just a little bit more than a minute. For the record, ChatGPT knows nothing about controlling the horizontal dig direction trigger because it doesn't exist. It's just not a thing. It's very reliable. You click the thing and he goes the way he was going before. That's how you know which way he's going to go. It's not like it'd be a lottery if it was the other way. It'd just be a complete lottery. You'd just go left or right. The game would be impossible. I'm guessing the climber's right. It might be, or it might be useful. I'm wondering if it is useful or not. If you turn a digger into basher, then the hand that's digging when you click determines which way it digs. It doesn't. It really doesn't. I've never seen it do it. Are you saying you click on the left-hand side of the lemming, or you click when the left hand is doing something? If this is the case, I don't think this is documented anywhere, is it? Can you actually do this? Boot Lemmings up and show me that you can do this right now, because it would break the game. And I've never seen it happen. Yeah, we'll have to try that again. I don't think they got the Lemmings out fast enough. That's a thing. But it was something like that. This guy's got to dig down quick. Oh, wrong lemming. Yeah, then he goes over. That's not good. When the hand is doing something, but doing what? Going up or going down? Like, it's like, where's the manual for this? Is this in the manual? How do they explain this? CRT TVs back in the day were so bad that you wouldn't even be able to see what the lemming was doing. Oh, it's the wrong one again. Whoops. Yeah, I think that's nonsense. I've never seen this. If I have, I've got to a level 100 and... Is it 127? It's like 100 and whatever, isn't it? 100 and something. Without knowing that. But if I did, I was randomly clicking lemmings. They were all going the right way every time. Why does it click that one when I'm over the other one? That's the bit I don't understand. I keep getting the wrong... I've got to click that lemming really quick in there. I suppose... Have they given me this climber just to slow things down here? That's the bit I'm not sure about. That's the bit I'm not sure about. Oh. This one is a bit of a pickle. Oh, he's doing it now. Right, so maybe I've just got to wait a bit longer before he goes across. And then I've got to get the lemmings out quick. So I need to do this a bit quicker. Let's just get them all out. Oh, I don't know if that's right. Because look, we've still got a few there. Is that it? It was easy. It was easy. It was totally easy. Why didn't I just do that the first time? So they gave me loads of little downward diggers, but you didn't need any of them. Gladfully, you will not lose your job losing this level. Sorry, Deb, but I can't explain it any better. Done this loads of times, but you have not done this. This does not exist. I can guarantee you it doesn't exist. What you've done is you thought you did it, but the lemming was already going left, and you clicked on his left hand, and then he went left. But the lemming remembered which way he was going. I think that's what you've done. Seriously, because it would really break the game. Like you would click a lemming and it would just go in a random direction. It'd be really bad for the game. Maybe it does on a modern version of something. I don't think so. The lemming goes which way it was going before. That's the rule for the game, and that makes sense. So if he was going right, then he goes right. If he's going left, he goes left. It's the same with anything, yeah. And it's the same if he's digging down, you build a bridge. If he was digging down and he was previously going right, he builds the bridge right. It's the same thing. Otherwise, we would not have got to this level because we wouldn't have made it. Yeah, I think you thought you were doing that, but actually it didn't do that at all. That's my suspicion. But I don't know anything about this. Oh no, mind the step. Not if it's digging down. No, it does. It remembers. That's the one place when it's... Are you talking about You talking about the bashers or the? I don't know. It's like I've never seen it. You can do a video. Oh, I didn't even read the thing. I didn't even read what I've got to do. Oh, what is this? Oh, this is a new level. What is this? Oh, they've put steel everywhere. Oh, look at this craziness. How many lemmings did I have to save? I didn't see it. Right, you're telling me you can turn lemming. Look, I've got someone here. So you're telling me I can get this lemming to dig left? Seriously? By doing what? Clicking on his left hand? Clicking on his right hand? He goes right. It just doesn't make any sense what you say. I've never seen it, right? It's just, it would break the game. The game would be broken. Bash. When you say bash, that's bashing, isn't it? Yeah. It doesn't make any sense. Like, if the lemming's going left, he goes left. Like, if I turn this guy around. Right. Oh, he doesn't want to turn around. Yeah. And now, if I do this, which way is he going to go? Is he going to go left or is he going to go right when I click this? He goes left because he was going left when he started. That's the rule for the game. I don't understand what you're talking about, this go left, go right thing. Your drive is grinding horrifyingly. Yes. Even if it is an IBM drive. Just this game does it, I think. I don't think the other games do it. So when you dig down by hitting the left side of the lemming bashes left. When you dig down by hitting the left side of lemming bashes left. No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. He goes the way he was going when he started digging down. That's it. That's the rule for the game. There's never been any other rule because it would be crazy. It would be crazy if it did something else. Yeah. So look, dig down here. You're telling me I'm going to click on the left side of this lemming and he's going to go left. But he's not. He's going to go right. Do you want to keep going with this? Because I can't see a world where this works. Oh, he's going to die here. Right. We can read the screen on this now. Oh, it's 100% this level. OMG. Oh, it's one lemming. It's a one lemminger. I didn't realise that. His hand. He's got to be kidding me. You're not going to let this one go, are you? You're not going to let this go. You couldn't click Lemming's hands in 1991 because the screens were too bad. It just wouldn't work. What you've done is you had a lemming that was already going left when it started digging, and you did that, and you thought it made him go left, and it didn't. That's not what happened. I like the way you're persevering with this, though. I'll persevere with my angle because I don't think this is a rule. I can't have got to within 2 levels at the end of the game and not known something that you're telling me here. It's just not possible. What the devil? I mean, I can't go through this steel. I know that much. That looks like a trap. OMG. Look at this. Look at it. It's just nuts. This level's nuts. Oh. Okay, this isn't as easy as that. I could dig down there, actually. I wonder if I've got enough time to do that. I don't want to dig down, though, when he's going left, because he'll carry on going left at the end. Let's start this one again. No point nuking him on a level with one lemming. It's not going to look very good, is it? Have we had any other one lemming levels? I mean, this is bonkers. I wonder if you can't make... Oh, I can't. I've got no floaters either. So if you go down here and he goes across that, and he goes across there. I've got to turn him around again, haven't I? This is an evil level. You can already tell it's evil. Oh, and this can be evil too. Uh-oh. Don't like the look of this. Oh, the look of that. Still no scraping. You don't want scraping. Oh dear, that was nearly a disaster. I'm not sure how this level's going to go. Oh, he turns around when he does that. That's one of the rules for the game. Oh my god, this level is horrific. This is the way I've got to go as well, isn't it? I mean, even if I get through... What the devil's going to happen when I get across here? I mean, if I got to bash through that... What the hell have they done? What the hell have they done to me? Oh no, I think he's going to go a bit too far there. He's going to go a little bit too far. Oh, and that one. Wow, I'm making this hard for myself. I suppose I could go across 2 for this, because it doesn't really matter, does it? I don't think he's going to make that. I'm having to pause it because there's so much stuff to do here. Oh, the mouse got stuck there and I nearly lost it. Oh no! No. Whoops. Whoops. Still, no way that the Amiga Lemming can be controlled on the specific hand which they use. Maybe on the PC. I don't think so. It would have been, the PC version would have been the same. I think so. But it would have really messed the game up because you wouldn't have... Well, it would make it so that if you were clicking Lemmings, they'd go random directions. If you didn't know that as well, it would make the game nearly impossible to play, I suspect. Yeah, I don't think you can fall down... It'd be nice to be able to dig through to there and just... Oh, if I fell onto this one though, then I'd be in the wrong place. I feel like that was maybe the right way to go. Is there a quicker way of doing this? You fall down there, you could dig that way. I dug back. It'd be nice if you could just go on that one. Feels like he'd drop there. And you could dig up there and dig back. Oh, but I can't get on that one. Maybe I can. I don't know. This level is going to be long. It's going to be long, I can tell you. If they gave me an umbrella, it would have been good. It can done it. I don't think you did do it. It would be crazy. Oh, I might have messed this up. I wonder if he'll... Do you think he'll fall through that gap there? Let's find out. Yes. Okay, we can't do that. We can't do that. I think that we're not going to do this level tonight, I can tell you that. Not a 7 minutes. I tell you what have I done? 2 levels tonight? It's crazy. So I know how to get around there. I can get onto that. I can get on up there. Whoops. We'll go up there. We'll bash through. We'll go up there. Bash through. And then we'll go through there. We'll bash through that. And then digging up here is going to be a bit of a nightmare. And this bit looks surprisingly easy. Oh, there's a bit there to get over. So it's not the worst level in the world, maybe, but any one mistake and you're done. Single mistake and you are done on this level. So that's a problem. Actually, could I make this a bit faster by going... Oh, maybe I want to save these bashes, actually. But we're on our way. We are on our way. Moss 6502 doubts that whether it's possible. Ooh, that was close. Right, do not die here. Oh no. I need to do that. Well, don't build too close to the edge there. Oh dear. Oh dear. How about letting him walk to the top, turn around, dig down? He will be facing the right direction. He will. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Is that... Yeah, you mean go up there, he comes back. Oh yeah, and he might... He could... I'm just wondering though, because then I'm going to have to build a bridge up there and drop down to that. That might work. If he can survive that fall, it would be better. I'm not sure he can though. We'll try it. Moss652 says bye. Are you going? Bye. You might already be gone. Let's try it. If this works, this is a quicker way and less mistakes to be made. Which is always good. Right, so he just needs to dig down about there. Is he going to survive? Yes, he does. I didn't do that first time because I thought he might die there, but he's all right, folks. So that's quicker. Good work. That is good work. It's quite a big fall that was as well. So this is the bit where I'm just pausing the game to try and get some time back. Oof. Right, I'm here within a minute or so. Oh, it's not enough. Oh, that's going to be... Right. Oh, he left a pixel gap. That's not good. This is going to be a tricky one. It's going to be super tricky. I mean, I suppose I've got enough bridges. I should have let him walk back, built a bridge the other way, and then it would have worked. It's crazy. Well, let's go. But yeah, I think this might be next week's problem. But we've already figured out a little bit of it. A little bit of next week's problem. It's a shame you couldn't... I don't think you can't make... I wonder if you can make that fall. Nah, maybe not. Should we try that for next week? Let's see if we can make that... I don't think we can make that one. You can make stairs on second class spares so you would be higher and use less barriers. I'm wondering if you can make that fall. Do you think you can make that? That's way too far for a lemming, isn't it? He made it from there. And he'll be like a pixel... What do you reckon? Try it anyway. If not, you have to dig there, dig up, dig down. I wonder if this is... That is too far for a lemming, isn't it? Why didn't it give me an umbrella? Come on. Too far. It's too far. You could make stairs on second to last pillar so you would be higher and use less bashes. Let's have a look. Are you talking about here? I don't want to be higher though. Oh, I see what you mean. You mean go up there? And then you just bash through that. That probably is a good idea, actually. Depends where that bridge comes out. So you trying to get up there and then get across. That probably will work. That's a good idea. I like it. Let's try it. Shall we give it a quick go? So we're going to go down on this one, going left. And then the rest... That makes it easy as well if I don't have to do as many crazy little things. Because we've got to build up there, that one, and then get to that one. Is this the, I can't remember if this is the one that's broken on the Amiga 1200, this music, but one of them's horrific. That's why I'm playing on the 600. I do prefer it on the 1200. It's a bit snappier, the game. It's a little bit snappier. This here. Right. So that's not a really bad thing. Come on, you can make that. There we go. So he's going to end up there? Oh, I don't know about this. But I like the idea that I don't have to drop down and do it again, because it's just more mistakes to be made. And where's he going to get to? Oh, that's the bit that's not worked out. That... Oh no! I should have clicked in. Okay, so that's a bit of a problem. I probably should build right at the end of that ledge, I think, and that will work. I've got to remember that for next week, because we're probably not going to do this now, because this is a horrific level. Yeah, if I built right at the end of there, he would have got up and then to there, and then that's going to be tricky. It's tricky. It might actually be better to go from the end there and go... Oh, I'm still going to end up in the same place. Yeah, it would be nice if we could get there and dig in, but it's not going to work. Well, if we go right on the end of there, I'll end up there. I can dig through that. And then try and dig up to that somehow. Somehow it'll work. I think, yeah, it's probably okay, because you've got 25 bridges, and I can use loads of them to turn him around. And then up here, I want to dig up... Oh, this is actually not going to be that easy, is it? Because you've got to dig up there. I wonder if it's easy to go through that. Yeah, again, you could go through this here. This is like you could get to there and just dig all the way through this. Because this bit, if you could dig right from there, that'd be the easiest bit to get through. These bits, when it's like a staircase at the top, is actually quite difficult. I'd also dig underneath the trap, which would be nice. And then dig through there, and I'm straight at the exit. So that might be the way to do it. I think this can be done. It's just all about figuring out this little crazy bit here. But we are getting somewhere in this. Right, we'll have a listen to a few more mods, and then we'll call it a day, because it's 18 minutes past the midnight. But that's going well. Lemmings is going well. Did you like the Blue Sky on Mars thumbnail? I liked it. With him looking at the lemming. And looking forward to next week. Yes, I am. Nearly there. There'll be 3 more levels. There's a danger that I could finish the game, but if that other level hadn't taken so long, the Slave Mines of Kessel would have been all right. It's done me in. It did me in. Let's put a couple of these in. Let's see what these are. These are probably all the ones with the SIDS in. Oh, what's it going to do? Trouble with HLFIFINEJY group. Why is it only loaded a few? Can't believe there's that many things in there. Let's have a look. What's in that one? That's got that. HLFIFINEJY. It's saying HLFIFINEJY group is not up to date, and I don't think that's true. Because I did update it. What's in here? Nothing. I don't have that many mods on here, apparently. Oh well. Oh well. The 8-bit man shed. Hey! The 8-bit man shed's here. You've missed all the Lemmings, and now I'm just playing mods. You missed the exciting part of the stream. I love your whitewater pinball machine. I'm so jealous of that. Used to play that game all the time. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. And now you can only play it on Pinball FX 3. If you've ever played Pinball FX 3, it's got a really good version of it. Assuming you are the 8-bit man shed and not an imposter, that is. But yeah, Whitewater is one of my favourite pinball machine of all time. Oh, it's your on and only pinball machine now. Ah. Oh, right. That's and is it still working? I couldn't believe it when I saw it as well. I was like, this thing's never gonna work. It's like you've done loads of stuff like that. I was like, this thing's never gonna work, and then you get it working. My keyboard connector is loose. Is that? And that's on the 1200. I had to cut the end off mine on one of them because the ends had become like scraped. But if your keyboard connector goes wrong, it's horrific. But the Amiga test kit's good for that, for finding all the keys. Sherlock says, it does work, Dave, not trolling you. Try it off stream. I can't believe it still. Yeah, still going. Love 'em crusty. Yeah, that's the thing. That was the trouble with those. The thing I remember with Whitewater, though, was it's got 2 green, what are they called? Upstands? 2 green upstands. That you have to hit one each time. You have to hit the left one and the right one to lock the ball, or to light the lock. But because you had to hit those so many times in the game, and then you have to hit them double when the game goes a bit further, that every single machine I ever had, they were always smashed to bits completely. They were like, the green thing had gone most of the time. And you ended up having to hit the ball, like try and hit it harder and harder to get it to smash into those little green upstands. But I'm sure they were always smashed on every single machine. The Grogus fixing and maintaining pinball machines is dark magic. It really is. It really is dark magic. It's like you look at it and you just think, oh my god, there's 50,000 wires in this thing. What do I do? Yeah, I had to replace them. They were broken here too. Yeah, I think they always were. And in fact, that ruined the game a lot of the time because you'd be playing it and then you'd come back and then they'd all be a bit smashed and you'd have to like just stop playing it for a while because if the light, you can't light the lock, the whole game's broken. I did once manage to get on a real pinball machine. I managed to get the Whitewater jackpot. Just once I did it. But I've got to say, Pinball FX 3's version of it is actually really good. It's a really like a very good simulation of that game from what I remember. Like it plays just like it as far as I can tell. So I really like it. They did it a few years ago, I think, on Pinball FX 3. Where are we going next, Dave? That's a good question. You mean after Lemmings? I've got 3 more levels to do. I could spend the next 6 weeks doing the next 3 levels. You just never know. You absolutely never know what's going to happen. I don't know. What would be the next best Amiga game to play after Lemmings? that I haven't played. That's not Cannon Fodder 1 or 2 because I've done them. Turrican Poo. I've actually played Turrican quite a lot on stream though, so I have played that quite a lot. Walker. Was it called Walker's, that game? Walker? Trivia. Oh, we could do another Trivial Pursuit stream. That'd be good. Mousetrap, because you want to listen to the music. I've got my... this is all they had in Tesco. I went in to get a water bottle, and this is the only one. It's pink, and it says "Be Kind" on it. It's got bees on it. I think I might have shown this before. So that's what I got. That's what I ended up with. Mark Simpson says the case is not going on now. Well, don't force it. Find out why it won't go on, and then put it on carefully, because you'll just break something. But yeah, you might find, I don't know if there's more of those little prongs sticking up. Probably not, but I think that's the only one that stops it from going together. Oh no, the ones at the back I think you have to fold down as well, don't you? The ones at the back of the case have to be folded down as well, because I think there's something in the way. The Groger says, I have Pinball Museum in my city that I should finally go to. Really? Well, I would go to that. But like I said, I was never like... There was only a few pinball machines I played. But Whitewater was one of them. The Addams Family was one they had as well. And the Addams Family, I think that's probably... Was it the most popular pinball machine ever or something? But that was a really good machine. With the crazy magnets underneath the table. It was just insane. It was absolutely insane. Rocket Ranger. I don't know that one. Whatever you do, it'll be good. Yeah, I will find something. We'll find something to play. I've got a few games with broken discs that I could try and resurrect. Like I've got Jurassic Park and Formula 1. I can't imagine me playing a lot of Formula 1 though. I want to see me driving around a Toki. I played a load of Toki on stream. I've never finished it though. It's really hard, that game. It gets to level 4 and it goes from like hard to just like impossible. So I think it's just the difficulty's a bit rubbish, unfortunately. It was never the greatest game. It was an alright game. It's just never the greatest game in the world. But I don't know what's next. There's a load of classic games though, isn't there? There's Another World. I've never played that. I don't know what else there is, to be honest. Play a 67,000 hour RPG. That'd be good. Cannon Fodder was good. We'll play that again. Play it again. Mr. Nuts. I don't know what that is. I don't know. I have the Beholder. Do you know what? I never played that game. I remember that back in the day because they were playing it in the computer shop. I played all the other Gold Box games, like Pool of Radiance and all that. But I played them on the Commodore 64. But I never played either Beholder because I think either at the time I didn't have an Amiga or I was just I didn't like the look of it compared to the other RPGs, the other Gold Box RPGs. So I never played either Beholder, but that probably would be a good one actually. Any ocean game. Mark Stevenson requests any ocean game. What's the best ocean game? Rainbow Islands, clearly. I've got that. Amiga or C64? I don't know. I've still got a few. I've got like Golden Axe on the C64 that I've not even tried to load yet. Wrath of the Demon. Don't know what that one is. But yeah, either Beholder might be a good one. But I don't think people want to sit through an RPG on stream. I know Jan Beta played Amber Moon, didn't he? Wrath of Doom from Readysoft. Go 64, yeah. Go 64. We should go 64. No, I don't know. I mean, I could do some 64 streams. There were some good games on that. We could do saying that, if I do Trivial Pursuit on the 64, I don't think there's any more questions to load. I don't think there are. The Amiga one's got more questions though. Well, this is a crazy mod. It's a crazy time mod. the big bars on so you can see him. Is Jan still streaming? I have not seen Jan Beta streaming on... Well, saying that, I don't really go on Twitch a lot. Maybe he is, but I don't think he's... He normally posts on YouTube where he say I'm on Twitch because he does it on Twitch, but I don't think I've seen him streaming a lot. And he does it. He said he was doing it for the same reason I'm doing these ones. He said, "Oh, I've fixed all these computers, and then I don't have a chance to. I just use them on stream because it's a chance to use them. That's what I'm doing." But I haven't seen him streaming for quite a long time. But it is. I don't know. It's quite good. It's streaming's quite fun, really. But it's just a chance to play some crazy games. There's TV Sports Basketball. I don't know what that is. There's an unofficial AJ port patch for either Beholder 1 and 2 with built-in map maker. Original doesn't have map. So you have to draw your own map. I remember drawing my own maps for the for when I was playing Secret of the Silver Blades. I remember there was a big mine you had to go, and I remember drawing my own map on graph paper for that. But that was part of the fun, really. Did Macclesfield Town play today? I don't know. I do not follow football at all. They probably did, because football happens every day. Are you streaming next Saturday? I hope so. I want to finish Lemmings. I want to get through every single level except that one that didn't load. That was the Menace level, strangely. But yeah, I want to get through every level. We're almost there. Almost there. I only got through 2 levels this week. I normally get through about 5 on Mayhem. Do you remember when we were on like easy and I was like, I get through 20 levels in a stream, and now it's like get through 2. It's such a hard game. I tell you what, there's a lot of playability in this game. A lot of there's a lot of you can keep coming back to it. Like there was a lot of games back in the Amiga days where it was just like they just made it incredibly hard, and that was the way they made it, like so you'd play it for longer. Now Lemmings is hard, but I really don't feel like it's like, you know, unreasonably hard. It goes from in trivially easy up to unreasonably hard, but it does it very slowly and ramps up very slowly. So ultimately, a very, like, even if you're good at it, it's got a lot of playability. Darkman and Star Trek 25th anniversary. Crazy. How old is Star Trek now? It's not 25 anymore, is it? It's like 50 now, is it, or something? Was it more than 50? I don't know. But yeah, next week it'll be... well, I don't know. We probably won't finish Lemmings next week. You said Amber Moon. It's probably the Amiga RPG. Yeah, well, that's what... if you look on Twitch, I don't know if you can still watch them, but Jan Beta played through the whole thing on Twitch. I had no idea what Amber Moon was, though. I'd never heard of it. Lemmings to the Tribes, yeah. That could be a thing. But I don't think it was as good as the original Lemmings, was it? More like 60 for... Yeah, Trek might be. Was it? Did it start in 1970, 60 something? I don't know. It's old. Star Trek is old. Even Star Wars is chugging on a bit in age, isn't it? It's chugging on a bit. Doctor Who is 60. Oh my word. I mean, it sounds old, but then I think eventually you probably get to a point with these kind of things where it's so old that nobody cares anymore. For instance, like Superman's like 90 now, isn't he? Let's face it. He's got to be about 90. And Batman is Batman around the same? Batman's like, I think Batman's got to be 80 and Superman's 90, something like that. So, but nobody cares anymore because it's just like, it's just Superman. 8-Bit Manshed says, always wanted to revisit the Ishar series and BAT, B-A-T. Oh, I don't know what they are. Are they RPGs? There's the trouble with like a lot of these old RPGs. It's like you'd really like to play them, but there's so much stuff to play that it's like, do I really want to sit down and play a 60-hour RPG on a retro computer? I mean, it's good if you can, but I don't know if they are 60 hours. They're probably not. 77 for Star Wars. Ishar is a somewhat open-world RPG. Oh, right. But really jank. Batman the movies. Yeah. The Superman and Batman are ancient now. They are ancient, but nobody cares. Nobody mentions their age. Even Mario's 40, isn't he? I think Mario's 40 at least. Yeah, he's probably 40 now. He's getting on a bit. Wonder if we'll still be playing the games in like 200 years. Like Mario, he's 200 years old now. So it'd be funny to think about a 200-year-old video game character. It's French, made by a company called Cimarrillis. Cimarrills. Oh, that's from like Lord of the Rings, isn't it? Cimarrills. Well, it's not from Lord of the Rings, but it's something. Barbie. Is that a game? Bat is by Ubisoft, alright. They did stuff on the Amiga though, didn't they, Ubisoft? It's probably where they started. Oh no, they probably started on the Commodore 64, I think. Maybe? Did Ubisoft do games for the 64? I bet they did. Or at least from that era. You need a game that we can interact with. Well, that is Trivial Pursuit. I would say Trivial Pursuit's the game for that. We'll do a round of Trivial Pursuit after we finish Lemmings, which could be next week or probably not, judging by that last level I was on. Bat is a point-and-click adventure game with RPG elements. Yeah, that's another point. There's all the... I tell you what, there is... Somebody told me there's Beneath the Steel Sky, but actually Beneath the Steel Sky is free to play on Steam. Did you know that? It's free to play, and I never actually played Beneath the Steel Sky. I remember it coming out and like seeing it, and I might have played a little bit of it, but I've never played Beneath the Steel Sky. Has great music and cyberpunk steampunk atmosphere. Mike reads pop quiz. That's one that everyone can play. Right, really old pop quiz. Super old pop. I think I've run out of water now. But yeah, there's plenty of stuff to go at. There's plenty of stuff to go at. Question of sport. I would not know any of the answers in question of sport. I don't know anything about sport at all. So having an old sport game would be terrible. Even some of the questions in the Trivial Pursuit were dated. Like they were asking about the music that was on adverts. And it's like, but that advert might not have played in your country, and now it's 40 years old anyway, so you can't remember it. So that is a problem. I've altered my camera angle so the Canon fodder picture's on as well now. The Canon fodder Amiga 500. Both by Elite Software. Charlotte, do you have Lemmings on your Game Gear? Don't know if I've asked you it before. I nailed sport a lot. No, I don't have Lemmings for the Game Gear. I would have played it if I had. I've got all these other games to play. But no, I've not got Lemmings. Not got Lemmings. I imagine it's not very good, but I don't know that for sure. Because it's a port, and the Game Gear is not really that great a console. So to port something from the Amiga back to the Game Gear would be quite impressive. Is it any good? You're playing it. Is it actually any good? I think I saw it. It came out on the Game Boy as well, didn't it? Saying that, did I watch a video of that? I think I might have watched a little video of Lemmings on the Game Gear, and it didn't look too bad. If I'm remembering it right. If it was the Game Gear I was looking at. The Game Boy looked crazy though. Lemmings on Game Gear sounds painful. It's impressive that it's on it, because you've got to remember that it's a game designed for a 16-bit computer, and the Game Gear is not a 16-bit computer. It doesn't have much RAM, and it's got an 8-bit processor in it, so it's going to be a lot more limited, and it's running on batteries. Let's face it. But you've got the advantage; it's got a slightly lower resolution screen, so it's got less to do. But then that can make it worse as well. And it was a mouse game. It's amazing it got ported to so much. Got to say it. It's good, and it's Lemmings. There you go. That's all you need to know. I might put a search on eBay and see if they come up, because Game Gear games generally don't go for a lot of money. I wonder if Lemmings does, actually. Just generally don't go for a lot. Is my microphone alright? I've just kicked my microphone thing on the floor, I think. It looks alright. Get it. I'll have to have a look out for it. And Mark Stevenson says, still got my Philips CXDI. CDI. Oh, the games console that nobody wanted. Was it even a games console? Or was it, what was it? That's the question. What was it supposed to be? Oh, look at this, it's a 17 kilobyte mod. I'm gonna keep that thing working though. Oh, it's quite tuneful, this one though. It's got a tune. Oh yeah, this one rocks. Chiptune rock. What is it called? This. Gemini Summer in Jolanda. Or Yolanda. Gemini Insane. Rushed tune for the Yolanda Metro from Insane. Hope you like it. I do like it. For 17 kilobytes. Look at all these tiny little samples. 32 bytes. Early DVD, yeah. Only played video CD only played video CD movies? Really? Did it not have any, like, computer style interactive games and stuff? No, it just ended quickly though, that did. It's Tim Folin. Agent X2, the Mad Professor's back. Mastertronic, yeah, is this a SID? Yeah, it's a SID thing. Might have said it before, but need to put Hippo on my 600. Yeah, it does work. It's a bit not working quite as well as on the 1200, but it's working. And it's easier to run out of memory, especially if you have 1 megabyte, you're not going to do very well. How much memory have I got? Oh, I've got 1 megabyte left there. So it depends what you're playing, I suppose. But if you want to play big mods, like these over 1 megabyte mods, or even bigger than that, you're not going to be able to play them on the 600. Unless you ram it with fast RAM, which is what people can do nowadays. Oh, added 8 mega fast RAM, yeah. People are doing that nowadays, aren't they? Yeah. I think that feels wrong for a 600 because I don't feel like it should have fast RAM. I think we found a way. Life has found a way. But it just feels wrong. Let's skip this. Bionic Commando, this had good music. But it wasn't this one. Hang on. Hang on. Nope. This one. This is a good Commodore 64 one. It's another Tim Folin one. Game I needed a video what? For Dragon's Lair and those sorts of games. Oh right, is it a video something? Officially CDI is supposed to be the new standard for CD. It's in Rainbow Books as a standard. Oh right. Really? That was a standard. Didn't know that. Oh, and HDMI on the Denise chip. Oh, right. You went crazy. Yeah, to be honest, some kind of good video output is really what you need on an Amiga these days. I mean, I feel like I've got that now. This is the analog output. It's going through the OSSC, and I don't think I'll get... Yeah, I suppose you could get better than that with what you've got, because you're taking the RGB right off the Denise, aren't you? And then reprocessing it. So you're not going to get... That's the best you can get. This is the next best you can get, but I think this is pretty good. It's pretty expensive though, this OSSC. So I imagine the HDMI thing's cheaper, is it? I have 2 megabyte chip RAM and 11 megabytes of fast RAM. Oh. Cart, not video cat, video cart. 11 megabytes of fast RAM. What are you going to do with it all though? What are you going to do with that much memory? That's the question. I've got no fast RAM. I got link for HDMI unit. Oh, sorry, CDI is Green Book standard. There you go. I did not know that. I didn't know it was a standard. I just thought it was something they'd made up. So did the CDTV from Amiga didn't follow any of that standard, did it? It was just an Amiga in a box with a CD drive. CDI should be a collectible item. I can't see many of them around. Yeah, there probably isn't that many. It just wasn't very good. That's the problem, I think. I think anyone who bought one was probably... I don't know, were they expensive as well? Probably were. Was it the first real interactive CD? Or did Commodore get there first with the CD-TV? They came out about the same time, didn't they? I mean, it was a good idea. They were trying to put a box, like an interactive box, underneath your television. It was a good idea, because that's what we do now with games consoles. But the problem was that they were just doing it, it was just too soon, I think. Too soon. We were ready for that, it just wasn't... It just came, in the end, it became like the Xbox Series X or whatever, or the PlayStation 5. That's what they do, they're just an interactive thing underneath the TV, they can do loads of things. CDI had the potential to become that. Because like the Amiga one is just an Amiga in a box with a CD drive, so that's really what they were doing. So it was a good idea. The technology was a bit dated at the time, it was a bit clunky, and CDs were expensive and all this kind of thing. Running at 3.1.4 ROM. Also, you had the Panasonic 3DO. Yeah, that 3DO was just a games console, wasn't it? But it had a CD drive in. Is that right? And did that support CDI? Was it Philips that did the Laserdisc? Probably. Probably, yeah. Because the CD is just a shrunk Laserdisc, isn't it? That's what they did. They took Laserdisc and just shrunk it down, and that's what CD is. I think. Is that where video CD standards came from and stuff like that? Mark Stevenson said no. No, that Philips did not do the Laserdisc. Who did Laserdisc? Let's have a look. Laserdisc, I'm going to look it up now. It says Laserdisc is a home video format, the first commercial optical disc storage medium, initially sold and marketed as MCA DiscoVision. Oh, that's a cool name. Or known simply as DiscoVision. In the United States in 1978. Wow. Its diameter spans 30 centimeters. Laserdisc is not fully digital, instead requires the use of analog video signals. Oh, really? I didn't know that. So that's not like CD. So... I don't know who invented it. Laserdisc just said MCA DiscoVision. No idea. MCA is a division of MCA, Music Corporation of America. Right. So the Music Corporation of America invented Laserdisc, is that what they say? That seems weird. Is this looping now? It's a long song, this one. Black Lamb. I had this, but I can't remember playing it. Did it have good music? Still, without 3DO, we wouldn't get Gex the Gecko and CDI, those awful but incredibly funny Zelda and Mario games. Mark Sims says MTA DiscoVision, there you go. Also, 3DO was still the same thing as 3DO Company, which published games like Might and Magic series. I don't know. Are Laserdiscs still made? Oh, you're doing Wikipedia now. Pioneer announced the end of Laserdisc player production in 2009. What, someone was making a Laserdisc in 2009? That's crazy. The last models of Pioneer produced were the Laserdisc DVD karaoke system. Well, there's no need for any of that anymore. We don't need it. I was going to say this sounds like a Tim Follin one, it is. It's got this crazy stuff going on. Oh, it's a crazy tune. He did some good stuff, Tim Foley. Sounds a bit like the Girls and Ghosts tune in places. I had a Pioneer Laserdisc. Wow. Right. I think it's time to call it a day because it's nearly 1 o'clock. Let's face it, it's late. Really good music from the 600. It is. These are all SID tunes as well. I didn't know it could do I didn't know Hippo could do a SID emulation until recently, but it can. It's clearly taking a lot of processing power to do it because it really chugs around when it's doing it, but it can do it. We have no pubs left for karaoke. That's true. We don't need karaoke anymore because we don't have pubs. Right. It's time to go. It's 50 minutes past the midnight. I'm going to go to sleep. Next week we'll come back and try that Lemmings level. Lemmings level. And yes, the Amiga is still alive. We will leave it at that. Right. Thanks for joining the stream. Hopefully next week we'll do some more Lemmings. Right. And Mark Stephen says, my Amiga got 3 lights. Red. What are the other 2 colours? Green. Blue. Yellow. Thanks for streaming. Yellow. Okay. Right, that's good. Okay, right. Catch you later.